With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran shoot of feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once licked off across the board with charge to what because the squad can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machiney. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if actually fun as child can't see if ours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts like before lunch and into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. He seems nearly over and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, why does it keep doing that? It keeps replaying the random animation. I need to fix that, you know what I mean? Every time I fucking go to like this scene, it'll automatically play a fucking video clip for this.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
There we go, so it just keeps playing. I need to try and fix something in the settings there. But yeah guys, hope you're all doing well. King Jad here and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Friday the 9th of February 2024. We are almost halfway through the second month of the year already. The fucking year seems to be flying in. I need a good chill bingo. It has been a stressful week for me, you know what I mean? So I'm really looking forward to hopefully a nice chill bingo, a nice little fun time to had by all, because this has been a rough week for me personally. So hopefully we can just forget about all our troubles that are going on in life and just have a good old grand time playing bingo and all that jazz. So yeah, there we go. I'm a little bit triggered right now by Phil because he was talking about the Bond movie. Somebody in his chat mentioned how they got Bond 25 off Amazon, you know, like some sort of Amazon box set of all the Bond movies. And Phil said Bond is great, albeit a bit weird as the movies span so long of a time frame and so many different actors and styles. And this got me thinking, does DSP believe that James Bond is meant to be like just one person? Like, does he genuinely think that it's like one person the entire time portraying Bond, even though they have different actors, and it's clearly a different actor? Does he? The wording of that from Phil was kind of strange to me. Like, does he actually think it's that the movies are trying to trick audiences into believing that it's been the same person the entire time? I don't know. The wording of it was just strange to me. I don't know what Phil actually meant by that. But he was like, he thought it was weird because the movies have so many different actors across different times. I don't know. It just confused me anyway. But yeah, Phil's blabbering away in his chat, hoping for his chat to fill up, you know, nicely so he can, you know. I think he usually waits to like 200. He tries to get like 200 people in his stream, in his chat, watching the stream before he goes live properly. So yeah, Phil had his day off, of course. You know, I'm sure he's fucking going to tell us all about that fucking day off. Before we go into a day off, Phil had a very interesting my wife moment during Baldur's Gate 3. This is clipped by DSP Bingo. So many people clipped this. Snort Hogan clipped it as well. We had Snort Hogan and Hate Army, he clipped it as well. But we'll go with the DSP Bingo. And yeah, Phil had it was a very interesting reaction, let's just put it that way.
I am what I must be. Say what I must be. To survive every beast I face and every wound I bear.
Why is it that I never have blood on me, but she's covered in blood?
Enough talk. I will be plain. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight. Perhaps later.
It's like,
but all the same.
Why is she so fucking weird? Listen, who wrote this dialogue? Who wrote this fucking dialogue? This is written by like a fucking 15-year-old. No.
Your loss, I fear.
No.
One day soon, You will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt.
No.
And you will wish you could return.
That is the
to
problem.
this
The dialogue's
last
terrible. Like, you
moment.
really think that's how she would have reacted? Oh well.
Phil, it is a fantasy game in a fucking fake world with mythical creatures all around you. This is not meant to be based on grounded reality. Phil, you know, it's like, you're literally, why are you trying to compare it to what would actually happen in real life? Like, there is no comparison there, really, at least not in the grand scheme. Aye, actually, for fuck's sake, I got asked it by another fucking lizard lady again today. No, Phil, that doesn't happen. They don't exist, for fuck's sake, Phil.
Well, just immediately she's like, oh, well, I give up. Right? No. The dialogue is bad. I'm sorry, like, that kind of dialogue is so bad. It doesn't feel organic or real. It just feels like some fucking horny nerd wrote that scene because they wanted to have fan service for people who are also horny nerds. Get a better writer to write those scenes and maybe someone would be interested. I don't want to see what a horny nerd thinks of this relationship. Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? All right. Let's have our full rest here. Someone just said I'm a nerd, or excuse me, I'm a prude. No, I'm not a prude. I'm just not a horny nerd. You understand? Like, I actually get laid by my wife. I don't need to have horny nerd fake romance in this game. Oh fuck! Dude, it landed face first in the wall, like the bush. She's like, boom! I should like a red splot. Ouch. Bulletproof says we should protect Betty White. Third says, do you like to land face first in bushes? Depends. It depends on if it's... I'm not gonna say that. There's only one bush I would land in currently, that's for sure. There's only one bush I would land in, because I'm a faithful guy. Let's put it that way. You get it? So there you go. Oh, look, Scratch has something for me.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth.
We got another new item. What did we get? Good boy. Will he finally give me something good at some point during this game?
He gives in and surrenders his fine tooth. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
All right, what did we get? We got a salami. Even Scratch is trying to slip me the salami in this game. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Even the dog? Sheesh. This is getting ridiculous at this point. Okay, guys. I'm back. Yeah, I don't know. People are saying, what's going on with chat? I don't know. No one's talking in chat today. I have no idea why it's so dead in there. We have over 250 people on the stream still. But chat is completely and utterly dead, and I can't explain why. I can't make people talk in chat. It seems like no one's chatty today for some reason. But one more hour. We're gonna continue on with this fight. Hopefully finish it and keep going with this quest line. Chat is dead. Do something. People should talk to me. People should talk to me. We'll have some conversation. I don't know why people are... every time I play this game, this happens. People like fucking zone out instead of concentrating on the game or talking to me. I don't know why. Why is there certain games people like are hyper interactive and everything, and other games they just zone out? I don't get it.
Yeah, so bitching and whining as usual. Oh, people, the chat's ignored me. And like, he's got his chat, remember, he has his chat on like 24-hour mode. If a new person comes across Phil's stream and thinks, oh, this is interesting, I might as well try and talk to this, talk to people in the chat. They can't. They have to wait an entire fucking day. If they catch Phil on a whim and kind of think that's an interesting stream, they have to subscribe, then wait a whole 24 hours just to fucking say hello. Of course, they can always bypass that by giving Phil a donation, which is a bit fucking, scummy of him, but there we fucking go. That's just fucking classic DSP fee. For fuck's sake, yeah, so, yeah, Phil was cringe as hell playing fucking Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, fuck off. And yeah, it was just sheer, utter, undeniable cringiness of all, I get laid by my wife. Aye, sure, Phil. Aye, sure, whatever you say, pal, I'm sure. We all believe you, yeah, good one, pal. Yeah, guys, Phil's having, he has sex too many times. This is why Phil's like to stream sometimes. Because, Cash is fucking mad for the penis, apparently. Who would have guessed? I don't know. No one believes you, asshole. No one believes a goddamn thing you're fucking saying. God damn. Anyway, there's something I wanted to kind of go over as well. I mentioned up here. DSP needs a new phone to keep playing WWE champions. This is kind of... So I felt apparently alluded to the fact that he is seeking a new phone and he wants to try and get a new phone before the end of the year. And yeah, I love this meme that Ferengi Phil made. Buy a new PC to save the channel, and then buy a new phone to keep playing WWE champions. There we fucking go. And somebody mentioned this as well here about somebody in a tweet. He's doing this because soon his phone won't be able to play WWE champions. The game is migrating to iOS 17, which Philbert's phone cannot update to. And Darkside Honkin, Tracticus himself, responded, I see 12.0 listed on their Apple Store page, but the blog has this giant red warning, and Phil must be scrambling to future-proof his device. It all makes perfect sense why he suddenly wants to replace his phone over the PC. And yet a note says, you know, please note unsupported devices. In our endeavours to improve your favourite WWE mobile game, we sometimes leave the old behind to pave way for the new. The best experience requires up-to-date systems and devices. If you're still playing on a Blueview 2 or a Samsung Galaxy A02, we'll let you know that we can't support device updates anymore. You may continue playing the game on a web or platform, or install it on a newer device. Phil's phone is quite old, his iPhone. He's got an old Apple iPhone, but as like most things in Phil's life, he doesn't bother his arse to try and update things. Phil's also had a mindset, if it works, why bother upgrading it? Why try to make it, you know, why change if it works? And now Phil is like imminently on the brink of his like a phone potentially not being able to play WWE champions. So yeah, all of a sudden Phil is very interested in the brand new phone. Very interesting timing of that. Very bizarre timing indeed of Phil wanting a new phone, kind of, you know, almost perfectly parallel with WWE champions announcing that they're not going to support older devices anymore. It's funny how those two lined up almost perfectly. How, you know, WWE champions or you know, Scopely are announcing, hey, old devices, look out, you know. And then Phil's like, I need a new phone. But remember guys, he doesn't really play the game properly. He only spends like maybe 10-20 bucks a month on the game, according to what he said on Side Scrollers. He's never heard of it Down from the Rafters account. Who's that? Oh, fuck's sake. So what's Phil saying in this chat now? Good. So hold on, what was it? Baldur's Gate 3 apparently has a new patch out next week. According to devs on Twitter, one of the improvements is the kissing animations. And Phil said, right before Phil's going live and stream, the last thing he said in this chat was, good. Who cares about suicidal AIs after trying to save an NPC for an hour? We should care far more about how the kisses look. He is still mad as all hell about fucking in that big toxic room with all the gas and all his fucking companions dying around him because he didn't know what to do with the gas. He tried to just charge his way through. He is still mad as all hell about that. Jesus Christ, man, he's a salty wee bastard. Anyway, at time bingo, somebody give me a number. First number in chat I see will be what I use for today's bingo. The first number in chat I saw was Chef D, feel free by saying 17. We're going to use the number 17. Let's randomise a bingo background picture as well. And then enter number 17 in here. And here is our randomised bingo card for today. Fantastic stuff. Thank you very much, Chef D, feel free for the number. We've got Phil.
Oh my god, what's up?
Thank you very much to Warren for a super chat, who says, did you see his clip on Nerdrotic yesterday? I did not. Warren. Link that in the chat. Throw a link to that in the chat if you got it. And we can try and watch it before we start. So yeah, how about that? Throw a link up. If someone's got a link to whatever Warren's talking about, maybe we can catch that before we before we start the bingo properly. Jesus man. So the bingo card for today is as follows. We've got Phil to say tired, time to chew water, him having that creepy whisper where he leans into the microphone and has a very quiet whisper. Him saying you see and his voice cracking. The second row is Phil being all siege mode. Like folding crosses his arms when he talks to the camera. Him saying positive, him pig splitting something, him saying million, and him saying wrong. The third row is Phil being toxic as all hell, him repeating the same point constantly, him snorting, him discussing his family, and him saying time. The fourth row is Phil saying, you know what I mean, him saying meaningful, him clearing his throat, him butchering the word, and him smacking his lips. And the fifth and final row is Phil slapping that leg, him flailing his arms, him saying chill, react, and finally him saying goal. That's the bingo card we have for today's fun and/or games. Fantastic stuff indeed. Of course, the aim of the game, as you guys may be aware, is to try and get a full house 25 out of 25 bingo card on screen. And if we do manage to get a full house today, one of you guys can potentially win a prize, but only if you have left a comment on the community post, which is linked in the description of this live stream. If you haven't left a post yet on that community post, if you haven't commented on that community post, you're not in for a chance of winning a prize. You do that, you can potentially win a prize if we get a full house on this card. We pick winners by playing marbles. We play a game of marbles, and yeah, the winning marble will get the prize essentially. But of course, we need to get a full house to try and do that. Now, there's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces, to try and help us get a full house. For example, if Phil snorts 25 times or burps 10 times before we start recording for gameplay for YouTube, that will give us all a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this very bingo stream here before we finish playing bingo, not only will that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation, that Pixar animations, so very kindly made for us all to enjoy to celebrate 100 likes. So there we go, you guys are in direct control of one way for us to get a free space. The rest of the ways are controlled by Phil's mannerisms, by snorting and burping and all that jazz. I think we're essentially ready to go. D-Dog was saying YouTubers changed super chats again. Now people can like super chats now. Happened during that being said. Well, I know I can. I recently was able to start liking super chats myself. But I don't know if other people can like them as well. Would it show in a super chat? I'm not entirely sure. Like I know, like the one that Warren done just there, I was able to like that. But I don't know if other people. For me anyway, I can't see anything else other than me liking that super chat. I put it that way. If you guys see something different, that's cool. But from my perspective, I can't really see anything else. I don't know. But anyway, I think I covered all the bases, and I think we're ready to rock and roll, get on with the show and all that jazz. And let me just play something from the random Scottish soundboard before we crack on with the show. That'll do. Yeah, is it going to be the short intro today or the long intro? Oh, he's gonna have an actual proper intro thing. Okay, cool. Well, in that case, I think it's time to get on with the show. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. And yeah, hopefully we can start a weekend with full house. Good luck, everyone. Let's get on with it.
Good morning, everyone. I'm back from break, and we've got a lot to talk about on today's show. Particularly, my Phil's Day Off segment is going to be covering quite a lot of interesting stuff that I did yesterday, plus some updates on tomorrow's big Super Bowl Bash event, and of course, coming up this week, likely my first ever co-op gameplay stream with my wife. A lot of exciting stuff on the horizon on today's Level 1 podcast.
And of course, he's got his dumbass intro, which we can just fucking skip. So yeah, fuck that shit. We can just go right ahead and get past that annoying intro.
Alrighty, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the streams and the channel. After having my day off from streaming yesterday, I hope that you all had a safe and fun one. And I hope that you're ready, because this week is going to be a very exciting one. Not only do we have the continuation, of course, of all of the awesome ongoing playthroughs that I'm doing, a fun React show on Sunday, but also a super fun Super Bowl Bash event tomorrow, of which I have something new to add. A brand new idea that I came up with yesterday during my day off that will be part of the event, so I hope you're excited for that, plus some food and fun. I'm going to have updates on that today. And of course, after a week of progress here in these games I'm playing, the possibility of this very first ever co-op with Kat, which I'm very excited to do in Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, possibly on Valentine's Day. So, good stuff coming. Let's talk, shall we? First of all, today is Friday the 9th of February, 2024. And I hope that, again, you're all doing well. Some of, I say some of you, all of you are starting the weekend here, but hopefully it's a strong and fun weekend for you. For me, I'm pumped. I really am. I'm running head first into all the action and all the exciting stuff going on this week. Let's, before we get ahead of ourselves, right? Let's recap Wednesday and everything that went down.
Oh, fuck off, you fucking Wednesday, fucking cap. Warren has apparently found the thing he was talking about in the super chat about being mentioned on Nerdrotic or something. Let's, I assume this is what this clip is anyway. Oh, and, let's see, let's click on this. Oh, it's a fucking 10-minute long thing. Hold on, there's another timestamp. Oh. Thank you very much to our sisters for gifting 5 memberships. That is very kind of you. So, well done to the following people for getting a membership: Aiden K, Lauren V, Korazi Q. Who else got one? Brana Jones and Ash. All 5 of those guys were gifted memberships. Thanks to our Cestus for gifting 5 memberships. There we go. Fantastic stuff indeed. It shouldn't be replaying animations like that, but it is sad. I mean, there's a problem sometimes. This is a Stream Elements problem. I did update my Stream Elements thing. Shouldn't be replaying animations for every individual member that got gifted a member. This happened the other day, where D-Dog very kindly gifted 50 members. It wasn't meant to play 50 animations, but it did. This isn't like a 5-hour bomb, so it's gone through them pretty quickly. It's okay, cool. No, it's not my fucking PC problem. I'm pretty sure it's actually a Stream Elements problem, because I know other people have been having problems with it as well, because of Stream Elements. So there you go. So it's not my fucking PC. Warren, so this is like 10 minutes, so it's 9 minutes long. Is there a timestamp, sorry, for this? It's right at the beginning apparently. Okay, let's just play it from the beginning then. There's a partner DSP reference at the very start of this fucking thing. This is from Nerdrotic Daily. It had over 70,000 views 16 hours ago, and there's a DSP reference apparently. Let's see what it is.
Do you remember in Moon Knight where they literally just went "Kala chok pao kong tanka" and made up a bunch of shit?
Chisalela, Wakanida.
They had a Chinese woman speak gibberish, and there was like a bunch of people going, "What the f is she saying?" That's not even Mandarin. It's not Chinese.
你还是个树的。
这个树的，这个树的，这个树的，这个树的。
Listingla, Jamela. Listingla.
In China, they say Chiki Chang Wang Charlie Chan Chika Chaka Choka Cha.
Chinese.
Well, that was worth the wait. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that was Phil's classic edgy humour, which he wouldn't do that today. No. He only did that to try and entertain people and try and get them to like him. That wasn't the real DSP apparently. No. DSP only did that because that's what people wanted apparently back then. If you can believe that shit. So yeah, cheers. So I did not see that reference. Thank you, Warren, for sending on the video and fucking go. Oh my god, it's Chicky Chang Wang. Fuck me, man. Anyway, let's crack on with a bingo.
During the gameplay streams and the like, so that you know exactly where we are with each game, because we actually hit a pretty exciting point in Like a Dragon that I'm excited to announce. We are on pace for everything that we're looking to do this week, both during the Super Bowl event and for the Valentine's Day possible co-op. So let's do this.
Burger.
And good morning, everyone. So many people joining. Hello. Welcome back, and happy Friday. All right, so Wednesday was twofold progress in the games that I was playing. It was basically a monstrous RPG day, right? Baldur's Gate 3 on the daytime stream, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth on the late stream.
Burger.
For Baldur's Gate 3, I have actually really enjoyed the last few streams. Basically, ever since we left Moonrise Tower, I've had a lot more fun because it's cool to explore this open world, run into a bunch of random encounters, combat, NPCs, little mini dungeons, and things like that. And I like how they all tend to tie into each other in some way. Like, for example, 2 streams ago, we ran into this random kid named Oliver who looked like his body was like half corrupted and he was controlling these shadow demons. Like, what the heck is going on here? And then come to find out, last stream, we actually ran into his other half counterpart, Thaniel. That's right, Thaniel, who apparently was a spiritual being that the druids kind of like work with and worship, who had been split, and you had to go basically reunite him with his other half, the Oliver. It was really neat. I like that. There are certain things about Baldur's Gate 3 I think are done really, really well. There's some things I think are not done so well, and as you know, I've been vocal in my criticism of those things over the course of the playthrough. And the thing is, I have the right to do that. I have the right to criticize any game, and I will. I'm not going to pull punches. I'm not going to hold back when it comes to things that I feel about any particular game that I play. But in regards to Baldur's Gate 3, I am well aware that there is an audience of this game that absolutely love it and think it's like the best game ever made. All right, I beg to differ. I like the game. I'm not in love with it. I think that it has many shortcomings or things that could have been improved. I think a lot of the the situational dialogue is incredibly cringeworthy and written essentially for like immature people. And the way that various things are presented in the game is poor.
I'm sorry, Phil. You're complaining about the writing being for immature people. Do I need to bring up your reaction to playing South Park: The Stick of Truth? Because that literally has, like, you know, immature minds, you know, at the forefront of their audience, a target demographic, and you couldn't stop laughing at that game. You were in hysterics playing fucking South Park. You loved every fucking second of it practically. With their, yeah, Phil, come on. Come on, just admit that you're fucking not comfortable when it comes to things like, you know, sex.
You know, not really having a proper tutorial for 90% of the gameplay mechanics. So you need to either research or have someone tell you how to play the game. Meh. You know, a lot of these ridiculous relationships that spring up out of nowhere, even though you've done absolutely nothing close or romantic with any of the cast, all of a sudden they want to jump your bones and sleep with you. That's pretty bad. It's pretty cringeworthy writing for, again, people who feel like they've never had a relationship before. And I have the right to criticize this kind of stuff.
I mean, who's saying that they're trying to, like, you know, oh, this person wants to bang you, so they want to be your fucking, like, you know, special, like, significant pair? No. Sometimes people just want to bang. Phil, it's a fucking Braille game based in a fantasy setting. Don't read too much into it. For fuck's sake. YouTube's being dumb again. Stop being dumb, YouTube. Hold on. Right, okay. Fix yourself.
But there's people out there who disagree, and that's okay. I just wish that everyone out there understood that people can have different opinions of you, and that's okay. Like, if you like that stuff, I'm okay with it. As I've told you guys, I feel like this game, it's its own niche, right? Kind of like FromSoft games. There's people out
hold on a second, give me a second. I don't know why it's been weird today, this YouTube's been very dumb today. I have a theory or two as to what's going on, but we'll see how that pans out. Just give me a wee second to try and get this sorted. I'll do this. Let me just try a couple of things very quickly. Sorry guys. Streams are a bit funny, but I think hopefully that'll help make things a bit better. Not a good start.
who absolutely hate FromSoft games because they feel that they're too difficult, right? But if you take the time to study and learn how these FromSoft game works and how all their mechanics are, they're masterpieces, right? But they're not for everybody. And I kind of feel the same way about Baldur's Gate 3, yet Baldur's Gate 3 overwhelmingly won Game of the Year. Why?
Burger.
We could sit here and argue about this till the cows come home. But in my opinion, it's because basically the game has some of this immature stuff. Like people, oh, wait a minute, almost a high level, very complex, very nerdy RPG, you know, D&D, but oh my god, you could sleep with bears? Yeah, and?
This is so annoying. This I don't know what's going on with YouTube today. It could simply be about me. I use ad blockers, and sometimes YouTube are very effective against you playing with ad blockers on. Like if I open the stream, if I open Phil's stream up in like incognito mode, I think it might play normal. I don't think it's my PC. My PC's doing okay, I thought. So, I mean, I'm not maxed out on anything. No. I don't know. Hold on, I have one more idea, and it's to just go to 720p instead, and then hopefully it'll fucking behave itself.
To me, it's like, what does that matter, right? To me, my focus, honestly, my favorite part of this game is the incredible amount of narrative and content in it. Like some people have said, this game kind of feels like almost the spiritual successor to Witcher 3, where everything you run into is kind of important and meaningful. Now, you can skip a lot of it and it won't really affect the overall course of the game, but if you take your time to do every little piece of stuff you discover, it actually feels very rich and like a very complex world. I completely agree. I'm happy that in the way that I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3, that I've been taking my time to do all the content I run into, and I haven't really skipped anything, right? I mean, that's why I'm 70-some hours in and we're still in Act 2. So, I love that about the game. But why is it that every time you hear someone talk about Baldur's Gate 3, you hear about who is your waifu or husbando in the game, and how many bears did you bang, and you know what I'm saying? It's stupid. Why is the discourse so dumb and immature when the game has so much more than that to offer? I don't know. Anyway, I still like the game, and I'm enjoying it. And like I said, we actually had some really good progress back on Wednesday where we did a bunch of optional questing that seems like it all could have been easily skippable. But man, I'm happy I did it. You know, we rescued Nathaniel and fused him with Oliver. In addition to that, we actually went to a couple optional dungeons. We found the Shar Temple and did some puzzles and combat in there. It was all good. But now today, as we continue on, we're going back to Last Light, and we're going to go to the second floor of the inn, and apparently that opens up a whole new line of questing, so we'll see where that goes today. But great stuff on Wednesday, okay? And I'll say this too. Thank you to those of you who are tuning into the playthrough and enjoying it. still now, because, 70 hours in, a lot of people tend to get tuned out or bored. And I know that there's still a decent group of people following along. Totally not as many as when I started. Take a look at the videos from when I started. Each had thousands of views. Now, I can barely pull 300 views after a few days on each video. But I think that's because a lot of people are essentially jumping in, and trying to follow along. And dude, 70 plus hours of any playthrough takes a long time to get through. I feel like the views will catch up eventually as the viewers catch up, right? So there you go. I just find it's hilarious because now people, of course, in the chat are saying, so you're saying the only reason this game won Game of the Year is because it has sexual content. No, but I'm going to make another comparison. And I challenge you on this one to disprove it. There's a game coming out in a month or two called Stellar Blade. Okay? You know it. It's that action game where it's a lot of flashy combat and a lot of... Oh, wait, no one knows that. All you know is that the main character is this anime chick, right? And if you actually have been listening recently in the last week or two, all the PR about the game is about the main character and how she looks. No exaggeration, even the game developers have come out and admitted, they said, yes, we based that character on a Korean model, and yes, we actually spent arduous hours modeling her ass cheeks so that she would look the most attractive. It's like, yes, because you're selling your game on the sexual content of the main character. You're not selling your game on the game. If Stellar Blade had a main character that was a regular dude with 2 swords, no one would give 2 shits about this game. It would probably have no hype. It would just be another game amongst a million of these kind of games that no one really cares about. But whenever you make a Bayonetta...
Oh my god, for fuck's sake. There's so much to unpack here. This is him being toxic.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Also, Phil, Phil said million, but I'm not going to do it.
You make a Stellar Blade, or you do that, all of a sudden, now everyone talks about it. Why? Because of the sexual content in the game. Period. So, go ahead and try to tell me that the reason people didn't talk about Baldur's Gate 3 as much as they did was the sexual content. I dare you to lie, because that's the truth. Yes, the game is outstanding. Yes, it has a lot of great content. Yes, it's complex and have D&D elements, and that's a unique thing. But the reason people talked about it was the sexual content. Deal with it.
That's not generally what I heard for most of the time. But I've not played the game, okay? I think I wouldn't be very good at the game. I don't think it's my kind of game, generally speaking. It sounds like a very interesting game. The one big thing I heard people talking about was how long it takes. That was the one big thing for me. The amount of content you get in this game. The amount of time you can spend playing this game. And how deep it is and how rich in lore it is, you know what I mean? It's like you get your money's worth with this game, it seems. That was the one big thing I heard being talked about more than anything else when it came to Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay, continuing on. That's my opinion, not the truth. All right, and again, you have the right to disagree with me if that's what you feel. But what was the discourse about this game and Stellar Blade now? Just look at the discourse. Wow, look at that amazing combo. Look at that really cool combat engine. Literally no one. Literally no one. It's just a bunch of people mouth drooling over the main character. That's modern gaming at this point, I guess, right? And the thing is, it's not just games. This has happened in every entertainment industry. An entire movie where the only reason people saw the movie was because of the title actor or actress, correct? This has happened countless times. But it's okay to acknowledge it and admit it instead of trying to pretend like the reason that you like something is something that's not there, right? Well, instead of admitting that, yes, we all just kind of have a weakness for this thing, instead we're going to try to justify it and pretend like it's this or this or this or this or this. Well, here's the thing. Again, then what I want you to do is I want you to take that element out of it. I want you to take all the sexual content out of Baldur's Gate 3. I want you to take it all out of Stellar Blade and tell me that you would like the game as much. Because you'd be lying to yourself.
But aren't they completely different games? One's a fucking tabletop RPG style game and another one's a fucking action game. It's like fucking telling us to like fucking take all the fucking gameplay elements from, you know, Crash Bandicoot and put it into fucking, you know, UFC. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, Phil. The two are completely, I mean, why do you fucking like use an RPG as another example? You know? Did you do it for fuck's sake? I don't know. It's just... And here's Phil judging a game before it's even out. Because a game is being flat out honest with their audience and saying you were trying to make their main character or based off a super famous model. Yeah, she's fucking slamming hot, and that's what we're trying to capture in a video game as well, her slamming hotness. Yeah, fair play. I mean, the person involved. So the game developers are upfront and honest with that. The actress or model, whatever, that's portraying obviously, you know, based on her, she seems all for it, obviously, as well. She's quite happy to fucking do it. So, like, it's not as if people are getting exploited here, at least not against their will. And if the game is good, then that's a bonus, of course. But Phil's like, yeah, people only care because it's sex.
It's true. I'm sorry. I'm enjoying the games on face value without that content because that's not what I'm looking for in video games. My opinion on that stuff is different than you, and that's fine. But I just find it absolutely hilarious that when I legitimately criticize something, like when I say, my God, the dialogue of Baldur's Gate 3 when it comes to the relationships and this kind of romance is so cringy. It's so not close to what any human would actually say. It's as if the writers don't even know what people talk like.
They're not humans, Phil. Your character in the game is not human. The person that was chatting you up in that game, not a human. This is a fantasy world with a fantasy setting. You've got to try and take your head out of the fucking, oh, this is not based on reality sort of mindset you've got.
When it comes to romance, yeah, it's true. And that's a legit criticism of the game. I'm not saying the game's bad, but I have a right to say that. And then people get all uppity about it. Ooh, well, too fucking bad. Too bad. Just because you don't like the fact that someone is exposing something doesn't mean it's not true. That's a hard fact of life. As you get older, you realize stuff like this, right? Anyway. So anyway, Eternal Napalm says, you don't think the combat and bosses in Stellar Blade look cool? Again, I didn't say that. What I'm saying is, who's talking about that? Literally no one. All you got to do is go look at the trends on social media and things. No one cares. The only people buying that game, okay, not the only people. A lot of people buying that game will be buying it solely.
Oh my dog, what's up?
This is such a painful fucking show so far. I just wanted a nice fucking chill wee stream. Thank you very much to Ira for the super chat, who says, by his logic, Devil May Cry was a flop.
I just want to have fun, man.
It's just, it doesn't make sense. It just does not make sense. I guess Lara Croft sold because of all those goddamn polygon titties she had. Oh my god. Apparently people also requesting the Jaha clip. I don't mind playing that.
Yo, Phil.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to look like you, dude. I mean, you're a fucking snitch. Everybody hates you. Who wants?
Oh. Nobody wants to look like a snitch.
Nobody fucking asking, dude. You're up, yes, getting shot down left and right. Nobody wants to look like you. And we don't give a fuck about you, motherfucker. Ain't nobody trying to look like you. Shit.
That's what I'm
saying. So DSP, shut the fuck up!
Alright, you notice Ben's respectful and you're not.
Shut the fuck up!
It's been 6 months.
God damn, dude.
Okay, there you go. 30 seconds well used.
And things, no one cares. The only people buying that game, okay, not the only people. A lot of people buying that game will be buying it solely on the fact of the main character's attractiveness. That's it. That's it. And it's time to admit this. As a society, this is where we're going. People fall for this shit. It's a silly trap that people fall for all the time. I mean, hell, let's be honest, the Tomb Raider games, back in the day, they weren't great. Run around, auto-aim, shoot wildly at a bunch of enemies, and then terrible platforming that was incredibly frustrating.
Well, those games were quite revolutionary because there was no really other... and to my mind anyway, I grew up obviously in the era where Lara Croft fucking came out, Tomb Raider came out as a fucking game, you know what I mean? And yeah, I don't remember many games that were similar to that. That was a fucking revolutionary experience for a gamer. That kind of action in a fucking game. I don't think there was any comparison to the games around it. That set the standard at the time for what those kind of games could be like. There was literally nothing to compare it to, and that's nothing to do with Lara Croft as a fucking, you know, the character used. There was nothing like those games, as far as I can tell. Ah, Phil, this is such a bad take from you.
The games didn't get good until many iterations later. The first one actually is a really rough game that's very frustrating. I bought it, owned it, and was like, I don't see the hype. But of course, Lara Croft, right? So there you have it.
He says that like he's fucking just, you know, explained a very, you know, complicated point very clearly enough. Also, I think that member bomb Phil just got was from, I think they were Argentinian. I believe they might have been Argentinian. So yeah, Phil's not going to be bored with that.
Anyway, let's continue, shall we? All right, so if you think this is insufferable, then you don't have to watch. I'm a 41-year-old dude, and I'm going to have different takes than the vast majority of people in the gaming industry. That's why people watch me. They're not watching me to hear the same thing you hear every shill say in every other stream or every other piece of content. So if you disagree, it's fine. You can disagree, but don't sit here and criticize and say that my opinions are invalid, because they are. Everyone's opinion is valid, right? Okay.
But you just bitched about other people having opinions which contradict yours.
No, I disagree. I think Tomb Raider 1 was not very good. I think Tomb Raider 2 and 3 got much better.
Oh my god, he literally, hold on, you couldn't fucking write this. You could not script this. He literally just said everyone's opinion is valid. And then he immediately says, you're wrong.
Say that my opinions are invalid, because they are. Everyone's opinion is valid, right?
And then immediately...
Okay. No, I disagree. I think Tomb Raider 1 was not very good. I think Tomb Raider 2 and 3 got much better. Later on, the later iterations actually got bad, but I think 2 and 3 got much better. But 1, man, I still remember it to this day how frustrated I was playing it, and I owned it, and I was frustrated at how annoying parts of it were because
the controls weren't fucking great. It was quite awkward to fucking operate controls because I was still trying to fucking figure out the best way to control a 3D character in that kind of environment. It's like, yeah, moving around in Tomb Raider was awkward. The first Tomb Raider game, it's like you had to like fucking do very specific, little side steps and shuffles, whatever, and back steps, and then, yeah, that was... It was a learning curve, to say the least, but there was nothing like it before. The game was revolutionary. And the gaming industry was better off with Tomb Raider coming out. I was pretending the game only sold because of, polygon titties.
They didn't really put too much... Okay, let me put it this way. It could have definitely been designed better, but you could tell there's certain parts of the game they focused on and certain parts of the games they rushed because they didn't care as much. Anyway, So, anyway, that was Baldur's Gate 3 back on Wednesday. Wednesday night, we had great progress in Like a Dragon Infinite Well. Tons of progress. We actually got through all of Chapter 4, which is what I was hoping to do, but then we got a big chunk into Chapter 5. And from what I'm to understand, we are right at the precipice of unlocking a dungeon, an optional dungeon, that actually is exactly what I'm going to need to do to make the progress I want to do for this Saturday. So, first things first, we unlock the job system. So this means now, instead of my characters only being one class, which is going to get kind of boring if it continues, I'm actually excited because now we got Aquanaut and Fire Dancer unlocked. Now later on I can unlock more. I think there was Hula Dancer and there might have been 1 or 2 more, but I couldn't afford them, okay? So I'm actually excited because I'm very excited to try out all these different ways to play the game. And
he's boring me tremendously. I'm going to go 1.5. I'm going 1.5 speed. He is boring the tits off me.
Notably, the one I'm most excited for is the American football player or NFL player, which I got for buying the premium edition of the game. The problem is, in order to play this class, you have to hit a confidence level of 5 in the game. Okay? And the confidence level of 5 means that you either need to find side missions and or ways to level it up naturally, which could take hours and hours, or you can go to this vocational school, which we also just unlocked, where you take a series of quizzes, and the quizzes can actually level up the particular stat you're looking for. The problem is the quizzes cost a ton of money. And I think I have enough money right now to do 3 or 4 quizzes, but then if I do that, I don't have the money to unlock the football class, which also costs money to unlock. So it's like, do I do work on this? What do I do? So the good news is we had a lot of progress on Wednesday night. Tomorrow we're actually going to be playing the game, and what I'm looking to do tomorrow is to unlock this optional dungeon, right? Go to the optional dungeon and use these new classes and unlock new abilities and things during the marathon, which will be pretty neat. Hopefully grind enough money in this dungeon, because apparently the dungeon rewards you with a ton of money, okay? So do that, for maybe an hour, and then leave the dungeon and go to this vocational school, hopefully buy the level up upgrades I need for confidence, and then go get the NFL football player and hopefully be able to use that football player class for like another hour. Because that's the whole point tomorrow's the Super Bowl event. I want to be able to use the NFL player during the event, right? So we'll see if it goes that smooth or not. It might not. It might be rougher going than that. Maybe I'm just overestimating how easy this is going to be, but it's looking like everything's kind of aligning to work out well for tomorrow. So anyway, Wednesday was 100% RPG day. I had a ton of fun with it all day long, and definitely I had a good time with it, and I can't wait for more continuing tomorrow. Fair enough? Cool. All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the schedule for the rest of the week, I think it's time for a very interesting segment because it's time for Phil's Day Off. But this week, I have a good amount of interesting stuff to talk about for the Phil's Day Off segment. Should I change the color here? Since I'm already blue. Here you go. So, this is the best stories on YouTube, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that. Definitely. That's totally not sarcastic or anything.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
So yesterday was my day off from streaming. And once again, I basically had a lot of errands to run. More than last week. Last week I had like nothing to do but grocery shopping. This week I had a ton of errands built up again. I had to go to the pet store. I had to go to the liquor store to prepare for tomorrow's marathon event, among other things, okay? But a few things went down yesterday that were quite neat. So first of all, my wife wanted to focus on trying to max out her own Dondoko Island playthrough, which, when you maximize it, apparently you get a ginormous money reward. And that's what she's looking to do, is get a ton of money so she could have freedom to buy every job she wants, to buy a bunch of equipment and level it up and do all this stuff, okay? So basically, she was working on that as I was running all my errands, and then we actually did some of it together. Like, I just sat there and watched her play for a few hours later on in the day. And what I could say is, man, Dondoko Island totally is trying to be like Animal Crossing and like Disney Dreamlight Valley. It kind of feels like those two games smashed together. So many elements of that are exactly the same, and even remind me of things in those games, the way that they're laid out, although there are some distinct differences, and I do feel like there's a few things of it that weren't really thought out well enough. Like, for example, there's a mechanic where you build up your own house. In your house, you decorate it and you expand it, and I'm thinking in my head, yeah, that's exactly like Animal Crossing, that's exactly like Disney Dreamlight Valley. But the only reason you do it in Dondoko Island is to get more health, because every once in a while your island gets invaded by enemies, and you need to fight them off. But the health is almost useless. Like, the enemies are easy. Like, all you gotta do is run around and dodge and swing a bat a bunch of times, and it's like, there's not much to it. So it's like, you feel like, oh, it's necessary that I need to upgrade my house, and then after a while you realize you didn't ever need to do it. because you really don't need health. Like, it's not really required. In other games, what it would do is, upgrade your inventory capacity or something like that. And this game, you would think that's what it does, and it doesn't at all. And that's actually one of the most frustrating things about Dondoko Island. The inventory management is so annoying. There's no way, at least that we saw, to upgrade inventory, and you're constantly maxing your inventory out. So you gotta gather items, go run and sell a bunch of them. Gather more, go craft items, go sell, go gather, go craft, and it's very tedious. Now, some of the cool things about it, being able to design your island in multiple different styles, because it has like 4 different styles you can work towards. I think it's like elegant, pop culture, sleazy, and I think there's like 3 or 4, and each one is exactly what you would think. So elegant is like, wow, it's like really high-end, refined stuff for guests to do. Pop is like, oh, pop culture stuff, a video arcade, or, you know, a popular restaurant, or, you know, something like that. Sleazy is exactly what you would think. Think about all the locations in the Like a Dragon and Yakuza games, the freaking soaplands and the freaking cabaret clubs and shit like that. Yeah, you can build that on your island too. And so, excuse me. And so, in that regard, I feel like the game has some potential because you can kind of design things how you want. At the same time, as you're inviting guests to your island, and this is how you make money, as you're trying to appeal to the guests who are showing up and give them what they're looking for. Every guest wants something different. So it actually benefits you to have a variety of stuff on the island rather than just one style, or you could just go one style and try to really hyper-focus on the guests that want that style and appease them more. There's various ways to go about it. And as it opens up, there's more and more to do. I don't really want to spoil that much because we're going to be doing it, my wife and I, as a series, as I play along with Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. But it just seems really, really interesting and fun and very chill, right? It's very relaxing. And I like that about it. It's, again, it's the same vibe as Animal Crossing, where it's not an ultra serious game, or ultra serious part of the game, I should say. It's meant more like if you have a day where you don't really want to go too crazy and stress out, but instead you just want to gel. That's exactly what it is. Although, I will say this, my wife's a little frustrated because she's trying to hit 5 stars, but she doesn't want, like, let me put it this way. If you play that mode, and all you do is focus on beating it, you could probably beat it in like 10 hours. But your island will look like shit, because you're going to have a fancy-ass restaurant like Cafe Alps, which is the big Italian restaurant that's really fancy, sitting right next to like a fucking shitty, sleazy statue, right? You know, something really stupid. But then in your house, you're wall-to-wall junk, nothing actually like aesthetically pleasing. Just fill it with junk to raise your island rating. And honestly, I hate to say it, it seems like the game, that's the one thing that they didn't think about, is they kind of made it so that if you just throw shit out there, you get points to level up your island, but it doesn't really matter how the island is actually designed or how it looks. That doesn't really count. So you can have an island completely cluttered with a bunch of shit, and then you get a higher rating than someone who took their time to really design the island to look like a real virtual community. So I definitely think that that's one of the more silly things about it, because like my wife cares. She's like, I put all this time into designing the island. Look how nice my house looks. Look how nice the community looks. And then it's hard to hit 5 stars because she didn't just cram in maximum shit like it looks like you needed to do to hit 5 stars right away. So she's close though. She's like, I think to hit 5 stars you need, I want to say 43,000 in the green rating, which I don't even know what it is, if it's likes or something, and then like 13,000 in the pink rating, which is like a thumb up. So I think she has like 39,000 in the green and like 9 to 10,000 in the pink. So she's almost ready to max it, and likely if she plays it more today, she'll probably beat it and then get her big reward or whatever, right? So I'm excited to, you know, work on this with her this week and start earning the money in game, because it seems like the money is one of the big things about the game that's kind of a real big need. The money is constant. You need to spend money on your weapons, and you got to upgrade the weapons after you buy them. You need equipment for all your characters. You need to unlock the jobs, and all of this costs a lot of money, right? All of it. So I certainly hope that, you know, this will pan out and we'll have some fun co-op this week. But watching her play it, I kind of got the gist of it, and I can't wait to work on her with her on it. I think we were talking about it, and we might want to do like a pop style island. She was working on an elegant style island, and I'm like, I think the pop might make more sense, especially because you can start doing like arcades and arcade machines and stuff. And I thought that'd be pretty neat. So I think that's what we're gonna work on when we work on it together. Okay, cool. By the way, this is a good time to bring this up. So 20 memberships were just gifted to the community. Thank you to Salvo Pancakes. I have no idea if these are legit memberships or not. And of course, as you guys know, what this means is that people have found a way to work around the YouTube system, to pretend like they live somewhere they don't, and to buy these memberships, no exaggeration, in giant clumps for a couple pennies. All right. So I have no idea if this is legit or not, but I will say this. A lot of people have been complaining recently about gifted memberships and how it spams the chat. There's a way to disable that. Whenever you see a member bomb hit the chat, all you got to do is go to the top of the chat and click on that member bomb. You should see it sitting up there. It's like a green dot or something, whatever it looks. And all you do is you click on it, and there should be a drop down, and right there it says remove. And once you do that, it's gone, and you don't see the pop-ups anymore in the chat, because a lot of people were saying, man, some people keep dumping these, and when they dump them, you can't really see the chat. There's too many of these memberships. Like the other night, some idiot came by and did it like 4 times. There's like 200 fake gifted memberships.
I think that's only for you, Phil. I think that might only be on your side.
And people are like, I can't chat. There's too many messages in the chat that people are getting these memberships. So that's what I figured out. When you see it, all you got to do is you click on the member bomb symbol, and then clicking on it, you should open a menu that gives you options. And one of them is like, just remove this, and then it just gets rid of the notifications so you can focus on the chat. Okay? I'll mention that more as these happen, so that people get into the practice of doing that. Okay. But it's Salvo Pancakes. If those were legit memberships, thank you. There's no way to tell until like a day or 2 passes when YouTube processes payment. Just so you guys know, most of the ones that I get are fake, which really sucks. Most of the ones that I get are totally fake. So, okay. Continuing on. So that was
what a fucking greedy little piggy. Fuck off. Just fuck the fuck off. You should be fucking happy to get anything. Like, even the Phil gets. So Phil was like gifted. What was the total it came out? He got $80 odd for 500 or 600 gifted subs. It's still a lot of money in the grand scheme of things. And Phil's like, I wanted over $1,000 though. It's just, there's no pleasing him. And I don't understand as well why Phil feels the need to lie to his audience about him making less money than he actually is on these Argentinian memberships. Phil was pretending that him being gifted, 600 members got him like 10 cents. No joke, he's literally trying to tell his audience that he's only getting pennies for hundreds of them. That couldn't be further from fucking truth. Also, yes, Phil did CSC. Burger. So there we go.
5 in a row. That's concerning. Awesome. Part of my day yesterday is that I spent time watching Cat play Dondoko Island. But also, okay, I went to grocery shopping and got a bunch of supplies for tomorrow's marathon. For those who don't know, tomorrow is, and I apologize because I don't have it on this screen, so let me go back to this one. Tomorrow is my big Super Bowl Bash marathon here on DSP Gaming. We're all day long. I'll be dressed up as an NFL player, and I have various jerseys to swap out. I'll be drinking, I'll be eating, and we're going to have lots of segments during this marathon event. I'm very excited for it, okay? Well, a couple of the things that we're going to be doing during that event is that we're going to be eating some food that my wife is going to make. And she finally settled in on what we're going to do. Number one, we are going to do a crazy good dip. That's going to have all these different layers. I can't remember if it was like a 6 or 7 layer dip, but basically, there's tons in this dip. There's
for fuck's sake, is he actually going to fucking do some sort of strange, please tip for dip sort of fucking wordplay?
Like, there's refried beans, there's guacamole, there's olives, there's...
Oh my God, what's up?
Thank you very much to Logan K for the super chat. It says, did he just say some idiot gave me money last night? First true statement I've heard all day. Yeah, it wouldn't fucking surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me whatsoever if Phil ended up just fucking saying that. Apparently what Phil's explaining is a very common thing. Ever and Colleen both said 7-layer dip is so good, 7-layer dip explaining. It's not something I'm familiar with, so maybe it's a cultural thing, I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, I've never heard of 7-layer dip, but then again, I'm not a dip connoisseur. In Scotland, we don't generally deal with dips. We usually deep fry everything and then consume it all in an unhealthy way.
Cheese, there's tomatoes, all these layers. So that's one of the things she's going to do, and I bought a big-ass bag of tortilla chips to try the dip. So that's going to be kind of cool. What I might actually do is we're going to simulate a Super Bowl match tomorrow. I might just eat the chips and dip while we watch it, because I'm just watching. I'm not playing. I'm watching the simulated match. So I might just have some food with you guys while we do it.
You're meant to commentate, though, for fuck's sake, Phil. You're going to try and commentate while you're fucking mouth full of fucking Dorito chips with dip flying everywhere.
It's like as if we're really watching the real Super Bowl, right? How cool would that be? All right? Now, in addition to that...
But you're not going to watch a real Super Bowl. You don't care about the real Super Bowl, for fuck's sake, Phil. So stop pretending you're going to... Oh my god. Such a fucking fake. Phil has the audacity to call other fucking people like shills and all that crap, and people fucking pretending to be something they're not shit. Here he is pretending to be excited for the fucking Super Bowl.
She's also going to make some homemade quesadillas, which is going to be some seasoned chicken and some green onions and some other things. I think even some bacon bits and stuff like that. So that's going to be fun. And that's going to be more like the main event dinner. But she's going to make a third snack. And she's going to do something we never did before. She's calling them, I forget if she called it pizza bites or pizza bombs. So what it's going to be is this small dough ball, okay? And inside is mozzarella cheese. But on the outside, you season it with things like, oregano and other like Italian seasonings. And also like a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese on top. And you bake them in the oven. And then you dip them in marinara sauce. So that's going to be like a finger food for maybe later on in the show.
Amazing that Phil could afford all this despite him being so tight for money that he wasn't even sure he could afford a 6-pack of beer. Remember, Phil's trying to tell his audience he wasn't even sure he could afford alcohol for his big special event, but he could afford all this fucking cool-ass food for Cat to make.
I'm pretty excited for this. And it's going to be good to have all these various things over the course of the marathon. So that's one thing, okay? The other thing is I went to the liquor store, and I was looking for things that I could drink. Not taking shots and stuff like that, but things that more I could like casually drink over the course of the day when we're having this marathon. And I'm like, well, what could I have? First of all, get this. I wish this was an exaggeration, or I wish that this was a joke. Yesterday, I'm cleaning out my refrigerator, okay? I still have beer from last year's Super Bowl in there. I was like, what's that in the back of the fridge? There's 3 cans. And I reach back, I'm like, it's that Blue Moon beer that I bought last year. I still have 3 cans of it. I was like, well, I guess I know some of the stuff I'll be drinking, right? I might as well finish it. I had 3 last year. I might as well finish these, right?
So how much does that tell you about how often they fucking clean out their fucking fridge? Can you imagine how disgusting that fridge is? This is how often they actually fucking go into their fucking fridge and freezer for fucking food. They DoorDash most of their shit, clearly. They're not aware of what's in their goddamn fridge and freezer because they DoorDash pretty much every single other fucking day.
There you go. Anyway, That's number one. Number two, I bought various different, what they would consider like party mixture drinks. So for example, I got this one, Bacardi used to do all these different ones. And I remember from when I was younger, you go to the liquor store and they'd always have this like colorful drink area, you know, for college kids and stuff. And I was just wondering, what do they still have? And they used to have all kinds of...
Oh my God, what's up?
Thank you very much to Twilight Media Corp for the super chat. Who says, here's some non-Argentinian money for you, King Jad. Better for you than DSP. Thank you very much. Hey, I don't mind Argentinian money either, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm happy to get anything I can fucking get, especially the week I fucking had. For fuck's sake, man. I've had a rough week, personally. So I went and told people at the start of the week I had a direct debit that came off earlier than it was meant to. I'm still trying to get in touch with the fucking company that, you know, to get my fucking money back and all that shit. They've been ghosting me all week, you know, and I think I've left a bit too late to try and get my bank to get the funds back. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll be fine. This is not some sort of DSP style big. I'm not trying to fucking insinuate that, but nah. By the start of next week, it should be okay. You know what I mean? But it's been a bit of a stressful week trying to chase that money. I'll put it that way. But yeah, these things happen. How many people have fucking set a direct debit up wrong and it comes off on a different day than you fucking planned, or whatever? It happens. You know, my bad.
Have this like colorful drink area, you know, for college kids and stuff. And I was just wondering, what do they still have? And they used to have all kinds of ones. They used to have like Mai Tais and stuff like that. Well, I went to the liquor store. They didn't have too many, but they actually had a few different ones, like that zombie, and they had like one called rum punch, and they had another one too. So I just grabbed one, and I ended up grabbing rum punch, which looks like, I guess it's a bunch of tropical fruits. I think it's supposed to be like mango and passion fruit and something else combined with rum. And I was like, oh. So I just gave it a little taste last night, and I was like, wow, this is like really good. So I'm probably gonna have some of that during the marathon. And in addition, I actually got Captain Morgan's Long Island iced tea, which I love Long Island iced tea. I haven't had one in 100 years, but I really like Long Island iced tea. And this is good because it's sweet, but also has a lot of lemon flavor to it. Of course, there's liquor in it as well. So I'm going to have a lot of that over the course of yesterday. Over the course of tomorrow's marathon. I also have some tequila. So if anyone's dying for me to do shots, I can do some shots of tequila or whatever. But it's going to be a more...
If anyone dies for me to do shots... Yeah, because that's, yeah, there's gonna be a fucking army of fucking furious dentheads demanding that Phil takes a shot with their fucking fists full of fucking money waiting to throw it at Phil.
Casual atmosphere, me kind of sipping on this all day long, feeling kind of buzzed and having a good time with all of you as we do this marathon event. So that's the liquor for tomorrow, okay? So we got the food, we got the booze, but I got something else for you, all right? It's an idea that I came up with yesterday, okay? The idea I came up with yesterday was kind of interesting because it follows up on a lot of stuff we've been talking about over the last few months, all right? Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? Tomorrow, we're going to be doing a live DSP Tries It. I've not done a live DSP Tries It in a while. You know, we've been doing Feasting with Phil, but we haven't actually done a real DSP Tries It, okay? We're actually bringing back the series tomorrow for a one-off special for the Super Bowl bash, okay? And you might say, all right, well, what is this going to be? I wonder, you know, what will Phil be doing? We're going to be doing something very pertinent, very timely, that follows up on something that I talked about several months ago. You ready? So now I'm going to spoil. I'm going to spoil and spill the beans for you guys, all right? Way back in October, I had mentioned that when I went to the grocery store to shop that I saw, you know, Halloween candy all over the place. And when I went to check out, I noticed that there was a big display right at the checkout. All right? Right at the checkout line. And I commented on it in my videos. All right? What it was absolutely hilarious. Mr. Beast candy. All right? And I looked at it and I'm like, wow, that Mr. Beast, the YouTuber candy, he actually is selling candy in stores. I hadn't seen it before. And I picked up the bag. And I'm like, I wonder if it's any good. So I started looking at the bag and it says, it's what you would expect. One's like a milk chocolate bar. One has like peanuts in it. One has like little crispy rice crunches in it, kind of like Nestle Crunch. And there's like 4 different kinds in the bag. And I'm like, oh, all right. And then I looked at the price. And I wish I wish this was a joke. Half the shit I say, I wish it was a joke, but it's just our harsh reality these days. The pricing on the bag was $22. And this was a bag that was a normal sized bag of candy. You know, if you bought Nestle or Hershey's or one of those mixes of a bag of candy that size, it would probably be like $7. His candy was $22.
Yeah, it is quite... I will say it's kind of fucking shitty that, you know, big content creators trying to fucking make a profit on you for average shit is a bit of a scummy practice. And it's not just... Mr. Beast is far from the only one doing this. Also, big ups to Redneck Ogre for popping their membership message saying the dents are going to pay him to drink alcohol that he's watered down. He has apparently admitted, you know, Phil is trying to... someone said that Phil has claimed that he's not going to charge his audience for drinking. Now, he still might charge for particular drinks, who knows? He might charge for shots. But in terms of normal drinking, like drinking beer or whatever, Phil's a part of doing that all of his own volition without any money attached to those, you know, those sips of alcohol. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, seeing these like fucking basic bitch, you know, chocolate candy or whatever, get sold for ridiculous profit just because of the content creator's name in it. Shitty practice, yeah.
All right, and as I was in line, all right, I actually was looking at people who would look at the candy, and a lot of them didn't even have, like, they don't know who Mr. Beast is. Normal people don't fucking know who the fuck that guy is, so they don't know what this is, and they think, what is this, some kind of Halloween candy? Maybe it's on sale. And I saw a few of them even like pick it up saying, oh shit, I need Halloween candy. And then when they saw the price, they said, what? There was actually one kid who knew who Mr. Beast was. He picked it up and said, Dad, Mr. Beast candy. And his dad looked at it and said, oh, and he looked at the price. He said, haha, fuck him. And he slammed it back down. And it was hilarious. So basically, the Mr. Beast candy that was sitting around for Halloween, first of all, there was a reason they put it at the front of the store. They were trying to get people to buy it as an impulse buy. Why? Because no one's buying it. Who the fuck is spending $22 on a small multi-pack of mini bars of candy that in a competitor costs $7?
So, Phil, you intentionally seem to have gone out your way so you can shit-talk a fellow content creator about one of the things that they provide for people to get if they want to get it. Remember, Phil has always tried to claim he stays away from drama. Phil has always fucking said he tries to stay clear of trying to, instigate drama and cause drama. It's always people causing drama around him. And here he is hyping up a DSP tries it where he looks like he's gone out his way to get Mr. Beast candy. That's what it sounds like anyway.
No one. It's just sitting there. Same thing, like when you go to the candy aisle, now that I know he has candy, I've looked, and he has big candy bars. The big candy bars are selling for like $5 or plus more. It's a fucking candy bar. Who goes to the fucking store and spends over $5 on a candy bar, right? You got
who fucking spends $40,000 on a fucking mobile game?
Be a fucking idiot. So of course, it's always stocked. No one buys it. It just sits there on the shelf, overstocked, never bought. Okay? So I just found it funny that this guy launched a whole candy line, of which I've never seen anyone actually buy the product. It just sits on the shelf because of its exorbitant prices. By the way, I have no idea if the quality's any good. I'm just saying, in regards to the candy, it's way too expensive, right?
How does this tie in with DSP Tries of tomorrow?
So you might say, gee, I wonder why Phil's bringing this up. Well, yesterday I was at the grocery store, and once again, here I am. I'm in the checkout line. And you know how they have at the checkout line, they have all the candy bar section usually in American grocery stores. Again, impulse buy. Oh, I'll just grab a Nestle's Crunch. I'll grab a Snickers. So I'm looking at them all, and there was a candy sale. So here's some of the prices, right? So one of them was like, so normal price, $1.79 for the candy bar. And it's a big bar, like the Twix, like the 2 giant Twix double pack, right? It's a lot of candy.
Oh, Christ.
Snow Yosef Argentina tip £2. Go drink some radiation fluid. Yar Taffa, heart.
Thank you. Thank you to Snow Yosef for the tip. Thank you for the £2 tip from Snow Yosef, who said, as you heard him say, as you heard a text-to-speech say, go drink some radiator fluid, Yar Taffa. There you go. Thank you, Snow Yosef, for the tip. Much appreciated. And I will go have a refreshing sip of radiator fluid. Yeah, you and your fucking radiator fluid, man, you're obsessed. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, some people, so yeah, there's one, who was it? Let's scroll up in chat. Yeah, Twilight was saying something that I saw before it happened, like last month or something. Pokemon's cookies, Pokemon cookies, they were the same product under a different label at a fraction of the cost. That's the kind of thing I was thinking about. Like, they kind of compared it with an actual other, cookie thing or whatever, you know what I mean? It was literally made the same way. But because it had her fucking brand in it, she was selling it for like far more. But also, I'm not trying to imply that's what they all fucking do. In fact, I think it was Ira in the chat here who was trying to who's defending the Mr. Beast bars by saying they're low carbs, you know what I mean, and whatever, and it's actually not as bad for you, whatever, and those kind of things. Fair enough, you know what I mean. If it's a specially made thing, if it's just not something that's fucking generic as fuck, you know what I mean. Fair play, you know what I mean. It's still a lot of fucking money for a fucking bar of fucking candy. It's still a lot of fucking money. You know what I mean? And is it worth the fucking money? I guess it's for people to decide themselves.
So normal price, $1.79 for the candy bar. And it's a big bar, like the Twix, like the 2 giant Twix double pack, right? It's a lot of candy. On sale, 2 for $3. That's a pretty good sale. So you're saving like what, like 30 cents on each candy bar? That's not bad at all. And then there's another one. It's like, normal $1.50 on sale for like $1.25. Okay, quarter off. That's a pretty good sale. And then I saw Mr. Beast candy bars. Okay? First of all, it's hilarious because the ones they're selling at the checkout are tiny. Everyone else at the checkout has a big bar, big giant Snickers bar, the double pack Twix, the big one. And it's like Mr. Beast, like this small in a plastic wrapper. I'm like, why is it so small? And I looked at the price. Normal price, $2. $2. The tiniest bar, the smallest candy bar in the entire section is the most expensive one. So I'm doing a double take, like, who would have bought that? And the answer is no one. No one would have bought it for that price. So guess what? After having Mr. Beast's candy in the store since October and no one buying it, my store has slashed it, and all of his candy is on extreme clearance prices. So this candy bar that used to be $2 is now 60 cents. I want you to think about that. They cut it like 70% of the price to get people to buy it because no one's gonna fucking buy that shit for how expensive it is. So I was like, oh, well, now that it's 60 cents, perhaps I'll try it. And so that's what I did. I went and I grabbed...
Oh, he's actually gone out his fucking way here. He has gone so far out his fucking way here just so he can fucking shit talk Mr. Beast. And try and fucking instigate drama with fucking Mr. Beast. Oh my god. This is I want, so Phil is always trying to say he's never one to cause all the fucking drama. He is clearly instigating a fucking drama here. Oh my fucking god, what in the fuck is wrong with Phil? What in the hell is wrong with him? And David Riley's saying that Kanye released a white t-shirt that cost $7 to make. He sold it for $100 to prove that he could. Yeah, a lot of it's in the fucking brand, the name, you know, it's like the label. That's true for fucking clothing's been like that for a long time. Like clothing in general, you want a fucking plain white t-shirt, you know, this is a Gucci plain white t-shirt. Here you go, like $100. Or you can just go for like some sort of fucking corner shop, get the same white t-shirt. And it's like, it's not Gucci, it's just fucking plain generic. $2. It's been that way, but people will value the brand though. The brand is a big selling point for people. And yeah, Mr. Beast is a very popular brand, both on YouTube at least, on social media. He does also, he is one of the most well-known, most popular YouTubers on the entire planet. So here's Phil trying to capitalise off that by trying his candy at discount price so he can shit talk the candy and just basically try and cause drama with a big massive YouTuber. I don't think it's going to get the reaction Phil wants. He's going to hope that, you know, Mr. Beast will hear about this and he might badmouth Phil and punch down. Mr. Beast won't even be aware of who the fuck Phil is. This is not going to work out too well, Phil. It's going to be cringe as fuck. By the way, I don't know why it didn't pop up notification. I'm kind of confused, but I've seen Warren gift a membership. Yeah, Warren gifted a membership, but I don't know why it didn't pop a wee message or anything. But yeah, Timothy Grimley was gifted a membership by Warren, so thank you very much to Warren for gifting that membership, and well done to Timothy Grimley for receiving the membership. I don't know why it didn't play the animation. I don't know why it didn't go. I thought I fixed all that, but maybe I broke something, who knows. I'm sorry though, I mean, it should have played a wee animation, but I don't know why I didn't.
One of each, they had two different kinds. So I grabbed like the regular one, and I think the other one is supposed to be the equivalent of like Nestle's Crunch, has like the rice pieces in it. So I grabbed two pieces. I said, we're gonna do a DSP Tries It on this now, and we're gonna see if it's any good. And by the way, I want you to understand something. I'm going to be fair in my DSP Tries It. If the candy is actually good,
no, you're not. No, you're not gonna be fucking fair. You've already established a baseline here of bias. You're fucking laughing like crazy about nobody buying this fucking candy. You were glorifying the fact that nobody fucking wanted it because you think it's too fucking expensive. You were reveling in the fact that this big, massive, popular content creator on YouTube, which was a site that you know, this is your website, Phil. You think of YouTube as a fucking, I'm a pioneer. I was a gaming content pioneer, and I was one of the first people to fucking do gaming playthroughs on YouTube, and I had so much popularity back in the fucking day. And yeah, and then people fucking flew past your ass. They left you in the fucking dust to fucking rot like a fucking carcass you are, like some sort of prehistoric dinosaur. And here's you trying to fucking shoot, you know, punch up at Mr. Beast because you got his fucking candy, because he's actually fucking popular enough to actually have his own fucking brand of things like candy. And you're not going to be fair. I will guarantee Phil's not going to be fucking fair whatsoever. There's no way he can be fair, because he's already gone into this with a fucking bias of some hatred and toxic vitriol, because Mr. Beast is far more successful than Phil could ever dream to be.
I'm going to say that. And I say, wow, it actually tastes pretty damn good. But I'm going to be fair to judge it, and we're going to try it tomorrow live during the Super Bowl Bash. DSP Tries It comes out of retirement to try Mr. Beast candy bars. 2 flavors, okay? I'm actually pretty excited for this. I haven't done a DSP Tries It in 100 years. And again, the only reason I'm doing it is because it's discounted. There was no way I would have paid $2 for a tiny little bite-sized candy bar. I'm not an idiot. But now that it's on extreme discount, I'm trying this out and legitimately reviewing it, okay? So I hope you'll join me for that tomorrow. It'll be part of the marathon, okay? So anyway, Did that yesterday. Got all these. So I got liquor for the event. I got the food items for the event. I got this idea for a DSP Tries It. Okay. And then to end off the day, my wife and I were gonna get dinner, order in dinner. The one day a week we don't cook, thankfully. We have one day a week we don't. And we're thinking, what should we get? And we were just, we're like, we're gonna have Mexican over the weekend with this dip and these quesadillas. And we're thinking about things we've had in previous weeks. We're like, I just don't know what to get. And so why don't we try something totally different? So we're looking at the different places available. And here in Washington State, this is a very high concentration of Asian immigrants. People who came over from Asia and just live here and brought all their culture with them. So since we lived here, we've had Thai food, cuisine of the Philippines, ramen, sushi, poke bowls, Hawaiian foods, Thai food, did I say that already? Yeah, Vietnamese, like pho and stuff like that, Indian food, like everything in Asia has been here. But the one thing we never tried was Korean food. And the reason being, most Korean restaurants are meant to actually be sit-down experiences where you cook the food live on your table with your family or friends or whoever you're with, so you're getting like the freshest. It's kind of a social thing. You go out to the Korean restaurant and you cook it right there on the table, right? So obviously we weren't gonna do that, we're ordering in. So we actually looked for a bunch of places and we found 2 places that you can order Korean food from near us, and we tried it. Our first time ever. So I actually ordered, I think it was called Korean spicy barbecue pork, but it was a combo plate that came with rice, macaroni salad, these seasoned glass noodles, and also these very seasoned golden potatoes. They're like marinated and seasoned, chopped up and cooked, and very unique. My wife got, get this, bulgogi beef, which is what they call their beef, but such a unique preparation. They fried it in eggs. So it's slices of beef cooked in egg, so it's almost like a pancake. And it's like slices like this, right? I've never seen anything like that before. I was like, whoa, that's very unique. So we tried this out, and let me tell you, the food was absolutely amazing. We never had Korean food before. And I started eating it, I'm like, this is like super duper good. I can't believe it. And by the way, I'll say this, when you look at it, at first you're like, nah, it doesn't look so appetizing. Like, it doesn't look like, the presentation doesn't blow you away, right? When you start eating it, you're like, so the pork was sweet, but it had a little bit of a savoriness to it, because it was like a very savory pork. It wasn't dry, it was very like tender pork. And then it has a spice to it, but not too spicy. So it was like dead on like how you would want it. As you eat it, it builds a little bit more heat, but it tastes great. The potatoes were cooked perfectly, so they were like almost fall apart in your mouth, but they were solid when you eat them. And it had this, I don't know what it was, whatever this marinade was. It was like an orangish brown marinade, and it had all these different flavors in it, and it tasted amazing. The glass noodles, dude, the glass noodles absorbed a ton of flavor of, again, whatever they were cooking this stuff in, and they were just blasting with flavor when you ate them. Normally you think glass noodles are probably pretty bland. No, they were amazing. The only thing, honestly, that I wasn't blown away with was this macaroni salad. I don't know if that was a thing, because this one of the restaurants we had ordered from, the restaurant we had ordered from also did other kinds of cuisine. They specialized in Korean, but they said, oh, we also do a little bit of Japanese and a...
That's a strange slip of the tongue. One of the restaurants we ordered from. Yeah, did Phil order from multiple places in the same day? Oh, Christ.
Meth Bear tipped £2. Only a beta virgin Campbell like King Jad would buy Mr. Beast's failed candy for full price. Genius Sigma Chad DSP never wastes money like a dunce's drooling of the mouth, stupid kid.
I think text to speech was a big mistake. Thank you, Meth Bear, for the tip. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, Dick. Thank you very much, Meth Bear, for the very kind words. What a mean bastard.
A little bit of Hawaiian. So maybe the macaroni salad is just something they give you with that, or is it Korean? Because I don't know. Does anyone know? Is it? 90s guy says, yes, macaroni salad is for sure a Korean banchan, one of the kinds of side dishes. It is Korean. Oh, never mind. I thought maybe they included it because they did other cuisines. No, you're saying it's legit? Okay. So the one thing, the macaroni salad was pretty bland. Like, it didn't have, when you get macaroni salad, you typically think it's going to have some kind of a flavor, like a vegetable, like maybe peppers, or it might have onion, or it'll have a tanginess, like you'll have like a vinegar taste that gives it a kick. This was just like 100% mayonnaise. Like, that's what it tasted like. So we're kind of like, it wasn't that, the macaroni salad wasn't that great. But everything else was like ridiculously good. And it's the first time we've ever had this kind of food. Oh, so the bulgogi beef that my wife got was so good. The beef was sweet, savory, and also you had this egg flavor. I mean, egg's great. I love egg. It tasted super good combined. I never thought, you think in the morning when you have your breakfast, you have eggs and bacon, or you have eggs and ham. You ever think eggs and beef? I guess you could argue some people have like a steak and eggs in the morning, but I never really thought make beef burger like baked in or cooked in an egg like that. And it's so crazy different. These people come up with interesting ideas. So loved it, absolutely loved it. And so my wife and I said, wow, once again, here we are. How many years have we been here? My wife moved in with me in 2018. So you're talking, 6+ years together, and we still haven't even like gotten through all the cuisine options that are available out here. This is what I mean about living out here. It's one of the major things I like, is that it really is this melting pot of cultures, because when people are coming to the United States, they have to pass through certain airports. And this one right out here, the SeaTac airport that we have in Seattle, is one of the major hubs in the United States. So a lot of people, as they travel in and immigrated to the United States, they just stayed here. And so you have all these different cultures around here, all different kinds of food and everything to try. And here we are, so many years being here, and we still have things we haven't tried yet. That's cool. Like, that's really neat. So I'm very excited to try more for those, because people have been asking me to try Korean food for years, and I kept saying, I don't think you can really do it. And then finally we looked into it and realized you can. There's very limited places that will do it. Delivery, a lot of them want you to go there and again cook your own food at the table. But there's a few that did delivery, and this one we tried was really, really good. So we're like, wow, this is exciting. We want to try more. Like, I want to try different things. You know what they have? That's really cool specialty Korean cuisine? Bibimbap. Do you know what bibimbap is? It's a mix of all kinds of things. You could get a meat, a bunch of different prepared vegetables, and then they take a fried egg and they put it on top. And so you eat it, I guess you break into the egg, and the egg kind of goes over all the food, and you eat it like that. That looks so unique to me. And I've heard a lot of people praise bibimbap and say that's super good. I've never had it before. I would love to try that. So maybe we'll order that next time, right? Wasn't that the song by Hanson in the 90s? Yes. It was bibimbap, tastes so good. Eggs running over all the veggies now. Yummy, yummy. That's exactly how it went. You're right. Very nice. Anyway, oh, really? Tub says Koreans have their own version of sushi rolls. They didn't have steak in them. I'm going to have to look into all this. Seriously. I'm going to have to look into all this. This sounds good. In a bibimbap, you're gone. Anyway. In a bibimbap, you're gone. That's the new hit single, right?
Shut the fuck up, Philip. You want me to be Chaz?
Get out of here, Philip.
I will eat your sweater vest for dinner.
Always been a fucking douche.
So good food yesterday. Good preparations for the event tomorrow, right? Like, I had a really good day yesterday. Really, did Dondoko Island, hanging out with my wife while she did that. It was all fun. So yesterday, Phil's day off. Great day off. Very excited for the week now that I'm back, but it was a really good, relaxing day with my wife. Now let's talk about the week, shall we? So today, now that I'm back, it's going to be the continuation of, what the heck? It's going to be the continuation of Baldur's Gate 3 here on the first stream. And now we have returned back to the Last Light Inn, and we're going to go to the second floor. People are saying there's a major plot up there. Someone even warned me. They said, be sure you quick rest, or long rest, before you go to the second floor of the Last Light Inn. I was like, ooh, I guess what you're saying is there's going to be a surprise fight up there or something, right? So I'm excited for that. We'll see where that goes. Again, seems like we kind of wrapped up almost all the optional side content in Act 2. Like, this would be the last thing, whatever happens there. And then after that, we're heading to the Mausoleum, which I guess is the next major leg of the story you need to do to finish Act 2. So, good stuff today. Excited. Hope you guys will stick around after this podcast and join me for that. And then tonight on the late stream, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday. And you know what that means. Friday night fights tonight here on DSP Gaming. Yes, it is more Tekken 8. And tonight, I'm going to return to King, the pro wrestler character in Like a Dragon. Is this not turning red? It's green right now. Okay, now it's purple. Because I was looking at the camera, I was like, it's not turning red. It seems to be turning every color, but oh, there it is. There's red. I was like, where's red? It's cycling through. Keep in mind, this lamp now is like a year and a half old. These lamps don't last very long. I might have to get another one. I really like the ghost lamp, and you can find these, like, they're all over the place. Like, you can get them online, you get them in stores, so I could easily just get a replacement. They're not expensive. They're like less than $20. I might have to get another one if this one wears out, but I like it, right? Anyway, so tonight, Tekken 8, King. We're returning to King. Last night, I watched about 90 minutes of King gameplay in Tekken 8, and this was all high rank. These are people who have like 100.
Mister, I have no spare time to do anything important for my shitey business. Spent 90 whole goddamn minutes watching better Tekken players play the character he wants to play as.
50,000 rank points or more, so pretty much like double the amount of ranking points that I have in the game. And what I saw was a couple things. Number one, King has one or two moves that I'm not aware how to do. One of them is this really fast kick that acts as like a counter hit blast. So if it hits, he then runs up and does this leg drop. And people were doing that to me with King when I was fighting him. I don't know how you do that kick. I have to kind of figure that out. Another move is that he has a quick 1-2 like strike. He goes like strike, strike, and it's a counter hit. And if it hits, it knocks the opponent away. But
sorry, Phil, can you demonstrate again how he does a strike?
1-2 like strike. He goes like strike, strike.
Well, okay, thank you, Phil. Thank God you fucking explained how the double strike worked. I'm so glad that Phil had a fucking visual aid for people who might not have been aware what a double strike was.
It's a counter hit, and if it hits, it knocks the opponent away. But I don't know what the input. I don't know if it's back 1-2 or if it's something. Maybe it's a rising combination. I'm not sure what it is, but it's really good. A lot of people use that to get in on opponents or to kind of stuff what they're doing. Outside of that, okay, outside of the fact that no one does the down and 2 kicks like I do. Like I do down 3-4 and it goes kick, 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 and spinning elbow. It's completely unsafe. No one uses that. A lot of people just try to find other ways to get up and poke and then either mix up for a counter hit or a throw. But I hate to say it, at high level, King doesn't seem that good. I know that's disappointing. It seems like the best way to effectively play King is to wait and look for an opportunity to punish something your opponent is doing. Or a lot of people do this. It's forward, go neutral, and press 2. It's his gut punch. It's a check, and it counter hits. So if it hits and your opponent's attacking,
who fucking cares? Who the fuck cares? I'm going 1.75 until we're done with the Tekken trash.
It goes to a second animation where King then does like a big slam or something, like a clothesline. It does big damage. If it just hits and they're not attacking, it doesn't really do much, but it's safe. So a lot of people just do this a ton. They just keep doing it over and over. But basically, you know, when I was playing King, if you remember what I was saying was, man, I don't know what to do against fast characters. The answer is, don't get close. because all these top kings, they can't hang when they're close. I've noticed they try to stay mid-range, and they go for that counter hit punch, or they go for forward and 4, which is the back kick that I use, or they go for, you know, that 1-2 hit that I mentioned, or that counter kick that goes into the leg drop. They're all going for those. No one really looks for giant combos with king. If they happen to get one, like there's this other combo, which is down forward 2-1, which is, you know, an elbow and then another strike. If that counter hits, it ground bounces, and now you can do an OTG juggle. But outside of that, he doesn't have many of the great strategies like the top characters seem to have. He's more like stay mid-range, try to counter hit and keep your opponent away. You can't be overly offensive with king because his offense isn't that great. I did see a couple, like a lot of people try to grab a lot, but everyone breaks throws. It seems like in Tekken it's pretty easy to break most throws. I did see one top player got the Rolling Death Cradle, which is really cool. Rolling Death Cradle does like 80% damage. It's crazy. If you get it on counter hit, it's like such a giant combo throw. I know how to do it, but it's very easy to break. If someone recognizes it right away, they can just mash punch and they get right out of it. But I'm curious if I keep sticking with king, if I can ever get a Rolling Death Cradle. It's pretty cool to get it. But anyway, I'm gonna try him again tonight, and I don't know how it's gonna go. Again, compared to like Paul or June, my other two characters I'm using, I actually think King is the worst of the three. But I like the character. I like his design. I like that they gave him more versatility. A lot of people do the running. King has a run now, charge, and when he runs at you, he has all these options. He can do a low kick that juggles, it like knocks you down. He can do a standing rising elbow, and if it hits, it creates a juggle state. Or he just throw, and it's the only unbreakable throw in the game. If he catches you with the running throw, they can't break it. So it's kind of like a mix-up, but you need to be able to do it when your opponent is like not expecting it, so you confuse them. If you just keep spamming it, people are just gonna hit right through it because you have to run first before you do those options, and they can stuff what you're doing. So I'm excited to play more King tonight. I don't know how it's going to go, but I think I'll hopefully do better. You know, I'm gonna be playing tougher opponents now. It's not the easier opponents that I was facing at first using these characters. It's gonna be harder comp. Plus the game's now been out for over 2 weeks, so now a lot of people are getting to the point where they're good and they got to their meta builds and everything. They did rebalance the game this week. They patched it and they nerfed Dragunov, Devil Jin, a little bit of June, but not that much. They nerfed like 5 characters. Basically, some of the things that I was describing. Like, remember I was saying, Jesus, it certainly seems to me like Devil Jin is so fast with the high-low mix-up, particularly this kick, the spin kick that he does. They apparently nerfed the spin kick. So now the spin kick has shorter range, so he can't just do it non-stop and just keep hitting you. Dragunov was like broken, I think. Some of his moves were so fast, and they would juggle you from like the full screen away. So supposedly, they reduced the speed and the hitbox of some of his moves to make it more fair. So I just find it funny that I'm not a pro Tekken player by any means, but my criticisms of the game seem to be valid because that's what they nerfed this week. Like they nerfed some of the stuff. I said June is broken in the corner. She could just stand there and kick the shit out of you and then do the palm strike. You have no way to get out of it. It's just like if you're in the corner, you're gonna lose 80% of your life. They nerfed that. Now the palm strike doesn't hit anymore in the corner. They can block it. So I was like, see, everything I said, they acknowledged and they fixed. So you don't have to be great at these games. You just have to have a knowledge of what they are and how to play them, which I do. I'm not good at it. I'm just knowledgeable of it because I've been around the block so long. And the stuff that I criticize, they actually patched. It's interesting. Anyway, we'll see what happens tonight with Friday Night Fights on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, tomorrow is the big event. It is the Super Bowl bash. So now we kind of have a great idea of what we're doing tomorrow. All right, number one, food and booze. My wife will be making those foods over the course of the day. Like I said, I think it would be awesome to have the chips and dip during the actual simulated Super Bowl match I'm going to do. So she's going to do those at different times, and we'll have them during the day. The booze will probably, I don't know what to start with. Should I start with Long Island iced tea? Should I start with some rum? Should I start, I don't know. Maybe the beer, because I'll just pop open a year-old beer and drink it. Who cares, right? We'll see. So that, of course, I'm going to be dressed up in NFL attire, and I have 3 different jerseys I can swap during the course of the day. We're going to be doing, number one, the simulated Super Bowl match. Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers in Madden 24. I hope you guys help me set that up because I've never booted Madden 24 before. I don't even know how to simulate the match. I hope those of you who know the game will help me to do that tomorrow. And so I'll be commentating on the simulated match. I wonder what Madden will say who the winner is, but it'll be fun to do together, right? As I eat some delicious dip with all of you, and we watch it and enjoy. Then, I'm going to be doing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth for about 2 hours or more, depending on how it goes. I want to unlock the NFL player. Like, that's kind of my goal. Unlock the NFL player and play with him for a little bit and see how he plays in the game. Hopefully it's hilarious. You know, to see the NFL, a Japanese guy playing an American NFL player and doing all kinds of antics. So we'll see how that works, and hopefully we can get that unlocked. I'm also going to do some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 gameplay online, just for fun, because they just updated the game 2 days ago with new maps and stuff, so I want to check that out. And we're going to do this DSP tries of the Mr. Beast candy bars. All right? So we've got a lot now. It's funny because we initially didn't plan anything. Right? We had no plans for this marathon. I was like, we'll do whatever. And all of a sudden, in the last couple of weeks, it all came into fruition, and now we know what we're doing. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Tons of stuff that we're going to be doing during tomorrow's Super Bowl bash. All right? So it starts normal time. We're going to do the intro, the normal time, the podcast, normal time, and then after that, I mean, you guys can kind of determine what you want to see first, whether it be the simulated Super Bowl match. Maybe we'll save that for later, depending. Maybe we'll do that later in the night, the simulated Super Bowl.
Did Phil say goal? I'm so quick to try to claim that Phil said goal. Did I miss Phil saying goal? Maybe we kind of blitzed through it without... Apparently Phil did say goal. My bad. I do apologise for missing that.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
Maybe I should slow down. I'm going back down to 1.5 speed. Maybe 1.75 is a little bit too fast. I missed that one. That's my bad.
Super Bowl match. Maybe we'll do Like a Dragon first, or maybe we'll do some Modern Warfare first. I don't know what you want to do. I'm down for whatever. It should be pretty fun though, doing it all day long. Now, I'll just say this. As you guys know, because I brought it up a bunch, these troll memberships, basically trolls coming on this channel using a VPN to get hundreds of memberships for a couple pennies, has really hurt my business. No exaggeration, I'm down over $1,000 of income that I rightly should have earned in the last month and a half.
Oh, really? That's fucking tragic.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
It's too fucking funny not to.
This month, when I get paid by YouTube, I'm going to get paid way less than I usually do. I'm hoping this doesn't remain a pattern and things pick up, both with memberships and with ad revenue. You know, ad revenue also just happened to be down in January, which always happens. If you like my content, if you support my streams, tomorrow would be a great time to come out and try to support if you can. In any way is appreciated. I'm not going to say, hey, don't support this way or that way. That would be ridiculous. But if you can support with tips tomorrow, that would legitimately just help me pay all my bills this month. Because when I get paid by YouTube, it's gonna be like, pay this one, pay this one, pay this one. Shit, can I even afford this one yet? Because there's way less income coming in this month for something I didn't do. I didn't change my content. In fact, my views and my watch time and engagement were up in January. More people watched my content in January than they did in December, yet I lost like $1,500 of income because of fucking trolls, okay? So, if you could support the stream tomorrow, particularly with tips, that would help me a ton.
So, Phil, you didn't lose $1,500. How can you lose something you didn't have in the first place? This doesn't make sense. Phil never had that money to begin with, and he was assuming he would have got it regardless. But that's not the case. Because he was gifted all these memberships which weren't worth the normal rate, he's assuming that he's missed out on what those memberships would have gotten him had they been at the rate he charges them at for American dollar price. But those memberships only happened because they were in Argentinian pesos to begin with. So Phil is deluding himself and his audience here into believing that he has lost a whole ton of money. No, he's not. He's gained a bit of money, but it's not as much as he wanted. But Phil has not lost any fucking money. Like, it's oh, for fuck's sake, it's so fucking stupid.
All right, you really, really would. So thanks in advance to anyone who shows up and supports in any way, but tips would be amazing and would help out in the short term to get through this bump that I'm in right now because of this bullshit with these trolls, okay? Now, that's all I'm saying. I'm not going to be harping on it all day. No, it's not going to be a giant special fundraiser event with a giant bar filling up with tips and shit over the course of the day. We're not doing it, you know? Those days, I want a believer behind me, and unless anything really serious...
Those days, I want to believe are behind me. He knows he can't dismiss it. He knows he can't fucking say never again because he's very aware it is a distinct possibility. He is very clearly aware, you know, this may have to happen.
Up with tips and shit over the course of the day. We're not doing it, you know? Those days, I want a believer behind me, and unless anything really serious ever happens in my life where I need to raise funds for something super important, I don't want to do that kind of shit, you know? Been there, done that. Back in the days when I had bankruptcy and everything was awful, I'm not in that position anymore. I don't want to go back to that position. I don't want to be doing these events like that. So that's not the point of tomorrow's event. We were doing the Super Bowl bash before any of this shit went down with the trolls regardless, okay? So, please, come by tomorrow, hang out, have a good time. If you can support the stream, please do. Fair enough? Thank you very much. Then when we get to come to Sunday, we're back to normal scheduling. Okay, DSP versus the Internet, my weekly react show on Sunday during the day on DSP Reacts, the other YouTube channel. And then Sunday night, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth continuing on. We'll see how far we actually got during the Super Bowl event, and we'll now see how it goes on Sunday night. Remember, the goal is to get to Chapter 6 in the game and unlock the Dondoko Island simulation minigame by Wednesday, okay? Monday, more Tekken 8 on the day stream, and will it be me returning to June for the first time in 2 weeks, or will I try a new character? I don't know yet. And then Monday night will be Pal World, okay? Tuesday, more Baldur's Gate 3, and Tuesday night, more Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, with the goal is that by the end of Tuesday night, we unlock the Dondoko Island, so that Wednesday, I'll do more Baldur's Gate 3, and Wednesday night is my first ever co-op stream with my wife, Kat, as we build Dondoko Island together and make our own kind of community, which is going to be really sweet. She understands the mechanics, so she can explain them to me, and we can probably make a lot of progress because we'll already kind of know what we're doing. Now, we're going to make the choices together. Like I said, I think we've been talking about doing like a pop-themed island, so you're going to see a lot of pop culture-themed stuff, which I think should be pretty neat.
We're going to make a lot of choices together, but I want to fucking have it this way. Whatever she fucking says, we're doing it this fucking way.
I think it's going to be a good time, if we can unlock it by then. So that's what I'm hoping between tomorrow, Monday, and, tomorrow, Sunday, and Tuesday. Boy, I can't get the days right in my head. Tomorrow's marathon, Sunday night's late stream, Tuesday night's late stream. Between those 3 streams, hopefully we can unlock the Dondoko Island and actually do it together on Wednesday night. And this will be a co-op series we'll do probably once a week. We'll do it, 2 hours. The thing is that people say it takes about 10 hours to do it if you know what you're doing. So not only us doing it together, but of course the guidance of people in the chat. Perhaps we'll actually get through it within like 4 or 5 sessions, and we'll be able to max it out. Because remember, they pay tons of money in this thing, and this is money you can use in your playthrough. It's super helpful. So it'd be great to get that big progress. I guess we'll see how it goes, okay? But I'm excited. This is what I mean. This week we got a special marathon that's going to be cool. We got tons of progress on all the games I'm playing. We've got Dondoko Island co-op coming up. It's a very nice, it's going to be a very nice week this week in general. So, now, a couple quick things. Some people have been asking me, are you going to play Helldivers 2? Well, knowing that it was a new release that just came out on PS Plus, I was interested in what it was, and I looked it up. It's a co-op game. It's actually meant to be a co-op game where 2 people team up and you kill a bunch of, like, bugs and shit. Like,
sounds perfect for you and Kat. You have a fucking co-op game you can fucking play together. Go on, Phil.
Mutants. It looks good if you're into a 2-player co-op game, but it certainly doesn't look like the kind of game that would be fun for a solo playthrough. It totally looks like, hey, team up with a buddy and you do it together online or whatever. I'm not.
Phil, do you not have any friends you can play the game with? Is that what it is?
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
Really into that, so it looks like that kind of game really isn't even up my alley regardless. But if you're interested and you're a PS Plus subscriber, the game looks good. It looks like legit fun for 2 players to do like a team up, shoot 'em up style. I think you guys might like that. So I would say, hey, if that sounds good, you look into it. It looks legitimately good from what I've seen on social media, but it's not my cup of tea, so it's probably not anything I'm ever going to check out. Now, some people have asked me, hey, what about the Final Fantasy VII demo? Aren't you aware that the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has a demo that came out? And I'm like, yeah, I'm aware. But here's the thing. I'm getting Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at the end of this month. When does it come out? The 29th? I think it's like the last day of the month. Is it a Thursday? I think it comes out the 29th, which is oddly a Thursday. Don't ask me why it comes out on a Thursday. It's a little weird, no? Maybe I'll change my day off that week or something. We'll have to think about it. But anyway, it's just weird because they put out this demo. The game comes out in 3 weeks. So by now, with less than a month to go, wouldn't you kind of already be sold on if you're going to get this game or not? I don't think there's anyone who's going to be...
Well, the whole fucking purpose of a demo is to try and generate interest in trying to get more sales for when the game comes out. Phil, oh my fucking god, you cannot be this fucking dense mentally to not understand the whole point of a goddamn fucking demo. You're not that fucking naive, surely. What's Phil's explanation going to be for this one?
So by now, with less than a month to go, wouldn't you kind of already be sold on if you're going to get this game or not? I don't think there's anyone who's going to be like, wow, I was really on the fence about it, but now that I played this demo 2 weeks before the game came out, now I'm definitely getting it.
That's the whole point of demos.
Did you see Final Fantasy VII Remake? Well, this is Remake, but in an open world environment instead of limited to Midgard. And the graphics look better, and they've improved the story because now you know it's not limited to the story of Final Fantasy VII. Does that sound good to you? If so, buy the game. Do you need a demo? I'm actually confused. Like I get it.
Some people have never played any of these fucking games before. Some people have never fucking seen any of these fucking games before. Not everyone's a fucking 41-year-old content creator, for fuck's sake, Phil. You cannot fucking just assume that everyone's fucking situation is going to be fucking mirroring your situation when it comes to fucking experiencing these fucking games. This is the problem you have, Phil. You cannot fucking put yourself in other people's fucking shoes.
Because they want to hype the game up, but at the same time, I'm sold on the game, I'm buying it. I feel like if I played this demo, I'm almost kind of spoiling myself a little bit on the game. I'd rather just wait for the game to come out and just play the game together in its entirety, rather than experiencing a chunk of the game removed from it, and then having to, like, either replay. I guess people are saying it might save your progress if you play the demo. I'd rather just play it in the game, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, people get so hyped.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, first of all, Phil said you know what I mean, so...
Burger.
There we go.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Second of all, Phil... so yeah, we have 100 likes on the stream. We have earned our first free space for the game. Thank you guys for liking the stream. 100 likes, and as well as earn a free space for the bingo card, you guys also get to see the Bubbles animation, that Pixar animation, so very kindly made for us all to enjoy to celebrate 100 likes. Remember, keep an eye on Jasper in the bottom right of the screen. There he is. Good cat.
I'm already sold. I think this is going to be an outstanding game. It's for me, one of, if not my most hyped game of the year. I actually think it's going to be super good. I'm very excited for it. But I don't want to spoil myself, so I'm actually purposefully going to skip it. Okay? So, FYI, no, I'm not playing the demo, but hey, come the end of this month, I think it comes out the 29th, but it's weird because I just looked at the schedule and it says that that's a Thursday, which would be my day off. If that's the case, maybe I should take off that Wednesday before. Like, have a shorter week, and then actually be here on Thursday for the premiere of the game to play it all day, because I like to play it all day on launch.
Oh, hold the fuck up, Phil. You're going to change your entire schedule? But what about your wife and her work schedule? I thought your own schedule was basically because of what Kat did. You know, I thought Thursday was the only day of the week you'd take off because of Kat and her work schedule. So all of a sudden, Phil can change what day he fucking streams, apparently. Who fucking would have guessed, eh? Fuck me, this is not a screenshot worthy, fuck. No, there's no way. Phil it's like thumb in his eye. This is, you see this every stream. You see this shit every stream. For fuck's sake, I'll do it. I'll do it, but this is not unique. This is not oh fucking wow, what a fucking freeze frame that is. This is basic bitch stuff, this fucking particular freeze. But I'm a nice guy sometimes, so I will do it for you, mister. There's nothing special about this fucking thing, though, in my opinion. This one is good. I got this one from a Daily Crap earlier on. The drunken look of the face. So yeah, I got that from a Daily Crap from Phil's Wednesday night thing, and yeah, I threw that shit on the bingo card for on the thumbnail for today. But there we go. There's Phil with a fucking thumb in his eye. Let me yeet that in the members Discord. 2 seconds. There we go, and there we go. Oh, there we go. Good stuff. Anyway, the members can enjoy that. Tacozilla and Mister can do whatever they want with that. Let's crack on the bingo.
I guess we'll see. But anyway, yeah, like I'm gonna be playing it, man. So yeah, I'm not going to be playing the demo. I'm skipping the demo. Okay. Cool. Yeah, this is leap year because normally February has 28 days and this year has 29, so this is actually a leap year, and they're releasing the game on the leap year day. So technically, no one will be able to say, hey, this is the anniversary of the release of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth until 4 more years.
Wow. Look how proud he is of that. He is so proud of himself for thinking of that joke all by himself. Look at the... Now, this is a fucking thumbnail face. This is one of the ones where I'm waiting for Mista to scream, please clip that. I'm just waiting for Mista to start begging me to fucking clip this particular fucking thumbnail punchable face right fucking here. But yeah, he's super proud of himself for this particular joke. That bit of punnery there. Let's go. Yeah, for fuck's sake, man. That was... Wow. I wonder how long Phil spent to think up that fucking clever joke. Good one, Phil. So hold on, and there we go. The most punchable face on YouTube. Bar none, the most punchable face on the entirety of YouTube. Have fun, members in my Discord. You can have it all to yourself. Now let's crack on with the bingo.
It's kind of weird, no? What happens if you're born on the 29th? When is your...
For fuck's sake. No, oh, for God's sake. This is painful. This is sheer fucking misery.
Birthday? Is it March 1st? Is it February 20? What happens? What if you get born on leap year day? What happens? Do you get sucked into a black hole for 4 years? I have no idea. You have one birthday every 4 years? Wow. Wow, that's remarkable. Anyway, okay, so that's what's going on right now. Hope that all sounds good to everyone. I'm very excited for this week. I really am. I'm pumped. I'm like super positive. I'm ready for a great time, and I hope that you guys are along for the ride with me. It's now time to get... Oh my God, it's 12:24. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
Yeah, we are 3 away from a full house here. But there's 4 blank spaces, but we have 1 free space thanks to you guys liking the stream. We are 1 burp away from a 2nd free space, and we're 5 snorts away from our 3rd free space. But currently as things stand, we are 3 away from the full house.
Or I think we need to get to shoutouts. I had no clue it was this late. We had so much to talk about, it took this long to get to it. Shout out to Avarice for a 4-month re-upping of their membership, saying, is it possible to decrease ads? What? Is it possible to decrease ads? Like, turn them off?
Yes, it is definitely possible for Phil to do that, but he doesn't want to.
Off? I'm not doing anything with ads right now. Right now, the ads are on, as always, but I don't... Is there something wrong with the ads?
Yeah, he doesn't want to see too many of them. You fucking have too many ads on, so he's asking for less fucking ads. It's a very simple fucking request, Phil, and you're acting like a fucking hawk freak. They asked you that.
Yeah, you want to know the way to decrease ads? Get YouTube Premium.
Fuck off, you greedy piece of shit. You greedy, disgusting piece of shit. You want you guys, you want to have less ads, just do what I do and use a fucking ad blocker. Holy fuck, man. Oh my God, what a fucking shell. What a fucking shell. So the ad blocker I use, in case people are wondering, for the most part it works quite well. I use uBlock Origin. It is one of the more popular ad blockers to use on Google Chrome. Oh, did Phil say wrong? Did Phil say wrong? Let's rewind that. Did Phil say wrong?
To get to it. Shout out to Avarice for a 4-month re-upping of their membership, saying, is it possible to decrease ads? What? Is it possible to decrease ads? Like, turn them off? I'm not doing anything with ads right now. Right now, the ads are on, as always, but I don't... Is there something wrong with the ads?
That's a good shot. That's a good spot. I completely missed that. Phil said wrong.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
We have some perfect symmetry at the top of the screen waiting for Phil to get a full house here. Really, we're waiting for Phil to say tired, him to have his voice crack, and Tim to do that little creepy whisper he does when he leans into the fucking microphone and barely speaks. So, yeah, we are very close to a full house. We're only 2 away. Also, Phil, you disgusting, greedy piece of shit.
Yeah, you want to know the way to decrease ads? Get YouTube Premium. Then there's no ads, but then it still helps the streamer. Seriously. I don't know what you're saying. Are you saying that there's more ads? Maybe YouTube upped the ads? Lucky Gremlin says the ads are fine. He's a troll. Turn them to the lower version. I don't know how often they show. Normally, if I'm in the middle of something important and I see an ad pop up, I'll click. There's a thing that will pop up when an ad's going to play on my screen, and it'll say skip ad, so I'll click it. But I don't know if that's like... Is it still there? I haven't been paying attention recently. Is that still happening? How about that? You guys tell me when the next ad plays, okay? Tell me when the next ad plays, and I'll take a look at this and try to figure it out. I told you guys when I turned ads on, I don't want them to be ultimately intrusive to my content. But at the same time, having ads on the streams helps. You have to understand, especially right now, guys, I'm down like over $1,500 because of fucking trolls. I need to be...
You never had the $1,500 fucking dollars in the fucking first place, Phil. You never had that money. Oh, oh God. His fucking stupid pig mouth hurts my fucking tiny brain. It's like saying you're fucking 2 chicks away from a threesome.
Making what I can make, all right? But I don't try to go over the top of these ads. I don't want them to destroy the streams. So let me know when they're playing again, and I'll take a look, because it used to be this pop-up used to appear in the corner of my screen, and it would say, you can delay this ad. But I don't know if that's still happening. Maybe they changed it again. I hate to say it, YouTube changes shit all the time and literally doesn't say anything about it. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't appear like anything's changed in my menus or anything. Let me know, okay? Let me know when the next ad plays. I want to take a look at it. All right? Okay. Pizza Box Gaming did a $2 super chat. I have YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium is amazing. I keep telling you guys all the advantages of having YouTube Premium. I love it because, you know, as a YouTuber myself, when I do things on YouTube, I don't want to see ads constantly. Right? And I know for a fact that people get helped by it, because I look at my stats every month. You know, you have your analytics, and it says everyone who's a YouTube Premium subscriber who watches my stuff, it significantly helps me. Like, significant amounts of help. It's not just like a little bit of help. It's a significant chunk of help from people who do YouTube Premium. So if you like someone's content on YouTube, you're a Premium subscriber, and you're just watching their content, they get paid. As if you're watching tons of ads, they get the credit for it. That's so helpful. And you don't ever have to watch an ad. You get to minimize videos and play them in the background on your device or on your computer, as if it's like running like a music software. Like, I listen to music legit. I have a couple like channels that play video game music, and I'll play them in the background. Sometimes when I'm driving around, I sync with my car, and I have it play in my car when I'm going around doing my errands. It's super fun, and there's no ads. Like, YouTube Premium is legit good. If you're a frequent user of YouTube, 100% legitimately a good service. And I don't praise YouTube that much. You guys know how critical I am of YouTube all the time. YouTube Premium is legitimately good. One of the few things. Hold on 1 second, because I gotta close my blinds more because the sun's coming out.
And the way it fucking goes.
That's as much as I can. Okay.
Nice fucking back, alright.
On the tip side of things today, excuse me. First tip of the day is a $3 tip. I recommend giving Stellar Blade a fair shake. The game has tremendous enemies and boss design. The combat looks superb, not to mention incredible music. The game is heavily inspired by Nier, of course, but the devs of Stellar Blade have the blessing of the Nier team. The recent State of Play gave a deep dive into the vast world and robust RPG mechanics. Lore-wise, Eve is designed to be the perfect female, like Clark Kent is the perfect male. Clark Kent is the perfect male? I don't know about that. Superman is supposed to be like the ideal male. I don't know.
It's the same person, you fucking bitch. Oh my fucking god, this hurts. He knows it's the same fucking person. No, Phil's not that fucking dumb. He knows. God's sake. No.
About Clark Kent. I understand. I kind of understand what you're saying, but from everything I've seen, I haven't been too impressed by Stellar Blade. I'm just being honest. Like, first of all, they call it Stellar. How dare you praise yourself and call yourself Stellar? Like, imagine if I mean,
fuck off.
Thank you very much for Steve Dave for becoming a bingo baddie. Welcome to the bingo baddies. Welcome on being a bingo baddie. There we go. So big ups to Steve Dave.
To the show, the world's best podcast, or the Stellar Podcast. I'm joking, by the way. I don't care what the game is called. It's just a joke. Anyway.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! I don't know. Like, for me, I haven't been blown away by the game's mechanics or anything. It looks like, again, it looks like Nier to me. And what I want is another Nier. Like, I want another legit Nier. Nier Automata was so good. And I want another one. That's what I want to play. I don't want to play another company kind of doing that. Yeah, and now again, Felix Fox says, it reminds me of Astral Chain. Yeah, I didn't care about that game either. I skipped it, and after I skipped it, no one cared. And it wasn't a big deal. So what I mean, like, these action-based games, at one point, they had a place. But unless, like, the reason I think Nier works is because not only do you have this crazy combat, but you've got a big variety of gameplay mechanics, and you've got one of the best stories I've ever seen in a video game ever. It blew my mind when I played through the game, Nier Automata. I couldn't believe that was the game. It was like fourth wall breaking craziness. One of the most original things I've ever seen. I don't think I'm going to get that with Stellar Blade. I think it's going to be, okay, it's a bunch of combat and flashy visuals, and oh, look, who the protagonist is. Yeah, I get it, okay? Yeah, big deal. So I'm not really sold on it. Just like Astral Chain, I didn't really care about. Didn't play it. Didn't miss anything. So I don't know. You have to understand that not every game is for everyone. And in this case, I feel like that kind of action-based game really isn't for me, unless it's an exception like Nier with its crazy good story. That I like. But if it's just action, I don't really know if that's my cup of tea anymore. I don't really like that. Even back in the day, I'll be honest, Bayonetta and stuff, I didn't love it. I thought Bayonetta 1 was okay. I didn't like Bayonetta 2. You know? So I don't know. I don't think I would like these games. Just being honest, okay? Okay. I received a $2 tip. I have a recommendation for the channel. Do special once in a great while extended level 1 podcast featuring guests. Try talking with Brianna White, who is the voice actress of Aerith in Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. Why would she want to be on a podcast with me? Why would anyone want to be a guest on this show? right?
Remember, Phil had the idea of doing interviews with other people last year. He wanted to, he apparently had people interested on being interviewed by him for his React channel.
I couldn't fathom a single reason why someone would want to be a guest on my podcast. Can you think of a reason? I mean, she's a voice actress who's already well known for the voice that she did in the game. She's been praised for it, right? What the hell does she have to benefit for being on my podcast? And what would I even ask her? I have no idea. I appreciate you trying to think of ideas, but I don't even know how that would work. Like, why would I do that? Right?
To try and get some growth on your channel by having a fucking big deal named person on there. Oh my. Remember, Phil apparently has a business degree.
Anyway, I got a $2 tip. I'm in Vegas for the Super Bowl with my friend. To go Niners, be back on Monday. Okay, I don't know who this is, but thank you for the $2 tip, whoever that was. Okay. Pizza Box Gaming just did a super chat. He says, ask former President Obama if he wants to be on the show. Well, him I've got on speed dial. You know, we're regular bros, so I can just call him whenever I want, see when he wants to hang out on the show. There you go. And he has great reason to come on the show, obviously, right?
Phil will be like, what's up, my N-word?
Anso Kamaru says, these action games have massive followings. They don't hit your field of vision, though. You're right. Like, I don't... For me, a game based solely on action isn't that good. Like, I also remember Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Remember that? I didn't like that either. I don't know. I just don't like these action games that much anymore. They feel like... You know what it is? To me, they feel kind of like the Michael Bay of games. And not to say that people don't like Michael Bay movies. They do. They love the big flashiness, the explosions, the CGI, the action. To me, it's like, I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't want to fucking watch those movies. They suck. You know? But again, Nier is the exception because not only did it have the action, but it had a wide variety of gameplay mechanics and one of the coolest stories I've ever experienced in a video game. That's my kind of action game. You see?
Phil's kind of action game is like one of the final segments of Metal Gear Solid 3. You know, when you infiltrated that base, you just blew up the base, okay? You planted all the bombs and you're escaping the base, and you're in the sidecar. Eva's fucking driving you away in a motorbike, okay? And the game has given you unlimited ammo. Phil said when Phil was playing this game, and he got to this mission in Metal Gear Solid 3, and he realised he had a fucking machine gun with unlimited ammo. Phil was like, now this has turned into my kind of game. Now I'm enjoying it. Now this has become my kind of game. An on-the-rail shooter with infinite ammo turned into Phil's type of fucking game. Metal Gear Solid 3 was, you know, a fantastic fucking game, but at the point where it got to an infinite ammo point for a machine gun shooting on the rails, Phil's like, now this has turned into my kind of game. That's Phil's standard right there. Ah, come on, stop freezing up. Let me just spam a soundboard thing while we're waiting for us to start playing again.
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
That'll do. What about this?
And she's a big fucking bitch.
That'll do nicely. Why won't you play? Can I do anything here? Hold on. I'll just break this some more. There we go.
Okay, continuing on here. Doran, thank you for becoming a member. Doran, appreciate your support. Thank you, thank you.
Oh my god, what's up?
Thank you very much to Warren for a super chat, who says this is worth more than a 50 membership bomb on Phil's channel. May it go to good use. Thank you very much, Warren, for a super chat. Jesus, yeah. I might need to get a better ad blocker this way. I have no idea why YouTube's been funny tonight. It's been very temperamental and I have no idea why. But it's pissing me off. Can I maybe do this instead? Could try this. Go here. Try that. Click on this. Let's see. I don't know why. The computer's been off all day as well. Like, I was out at work today. I got home, you know, like, well, I got home, now I got home like 4 hours ago. But yeah, the computer's off all, it's not as if the computer's been on all day, like just running, like non-stop, you know, or anything, you know. It's been resting, offline, you know, power down. So, I don't know, it's just... Come on, for fuck's sake. What the fuck's going on with this permanent fucking screen of death? Here we go. We got it.
Okay, continuing on here. Doran, thank you for becoming a member. Doran, appreciate your support. Thank you. Hold on 1 second here. Okay. So I received a $25 tip from 1 Minute Man who has some combat suggestions for Baldur's Gate 3. Hold on. Hold on, 'cause I'm trying to get my animation to play, and it looks like it's very laggy and delayed today. Oh boy. Did it play? It did. Wow, that was ultra delayed. So 1 Minute Man, thank you for a $25 tip this morning, and of course for supporting all of my content as always. He says the following. Hold on, this is a lengthy comment.
That's a very good comment, I'm sure.
Excuse me.
Oh, he barked. Free space.
He says, when you know that you have to fight, so you know ahead of time you have to fight, you could switch to turn-based mode first. You could try placing your companions all in favorable locations to avoid being out of reach of the enemies. Also, casting Twin Haste and Fly extends your reach a lot. Fly, you can only cast after you've done an action, correct? And isn't it like a bonus action that lets you fly wherever you want and be advantageous? Twin Haste. Is that one of my sorcerer abilities that... I know I have one sorcerer ability that extends the range of spells. What is Twin Haste? I can't even remember. The thing is, the game is so complex. Here we are. I'm over 70 hours into the game. I still have abilities I don't use, right? Like, seriously, you're right. Fly and those sorcerer abilities. The only one I use all the time is the one that uses sorcerer points to recharge a spell slot so you can cast a second spell in the same turn. I use that one a lot. Outside of that, I, like, never use those other abilities, right? It's just so... It's just, to me, like, so complex, but it's kind of like I haven't needed it yet. Maybe that's something later on in the game I'll need it for the combat. Right now, I guess I'm just lucky that I haven't really even needed those abilities yet, right? It's so complex, but he's right. Like, he just mentioned those. I'm like, oh my god, I totally don't ever think about using Fly to move my sorcerer around ever. And that Twin Haste, I don't think I've used once in the playthrough. Let's see today, as we engage in combat, let's see if I can maybe effectively use those. Now that you've mentioned them and reminded me that they even exist, because I didn't even realize that they exist, right? Thank you. Okay, it looks like Doran did a super chat. Says, I'm glad you stuck to Baldur's Gate 3. I enjoy dropping in and lurking on your streams. Well, thank you, Doran. I enjoy having people come by for these streams. And listen, I know for a fact that it's nowhere near as big as the audience I have. Remember when I first played Baldur's Gate 3 in December? We had over 1,000 viewers for the first stream. It was like insane the amount of people who showed up. And now we can't even retain like 300 viewers half the time. But that's what happens with RPGs this long. You'll never get that audience every time you play it. You're going to have people who have only watched up to a certain point. And
well, it's not exclusive to RPGs. It happens when you play fighting games. It happens when you play sports games. It happens when you play action games, platformer games, you name it. Any sort of fucking game whatsoever ever you play. After a while, the interest wanes. And this is not exclusive to you, Phil. This happens to pretty much every single content creator out there. Part one of a fucking new game playthrough is always going to generate more interest, usually, than the other parts. Maybe apart from the very end, who knows. But yeah, Phil, usually that's just the way it goes for every gaming content creator.
Only those who maybe have seen all the parts of a playthrough or maybe have played the game fully for themselves are going to be tuning in for the stream where you're playing hour 72 of gameplay, right? That's why I actually frown upon games that are so long, because you always lose the audience. There's nothing you can do about it, right? But I am happy that you guys are here to chill with me every time I play it. For those who do show up, I really appreciate you guys engaging with me, because again, as I said, this game is only fun to me because of the engagement we have during it. If you guys didn't show up and hang out with me and engage with me during this playthrough, I probably wouldn't like it.
Money. It boils down to one goddamn thing, money. He has been guaranteed over $100 in tips every time he plays Baldur's Gate 3. This is not because the fans are fucking enjoying what they're fucking seeing. This is because they want Phil to keep playing it and they're concerned that he's going to wage quit the game unless they fucking line his pockets. He actually has his fans fearing a wage quit unless they give him money. His fans absolutely want to see Phil play this game. They want to see him complete his fucking game. But they know they're going to have to fucking dig deep in their pockets. That's me butchering a word. They have to dig deep in their pockets to make sure Phil does not walk away from this fucking game. It's in his best interest to keep playing. Why do you think it's on his fucking schedule so much? Because it's a long game? No. It's on his schedule so much, and especially right before a day off as well, in particular, so he can try and get as much tip money as possible before those precious days off.
But because of the engagement, that's why I'm loving Baldur's Gate 3. So, all right. All right, any last minute stuff, guys? Anything you'd like to bring up? Anything to chat about before we move on?
We are one away from a full house. One thing away from a full house.
Have I ever had the desire to write my initials in wet cement? No, I think that's awful. If someone's doing cement, you want it to be nice and clean and uniform. That's somewhere where people have to walk for ages. Thousands of people will see that and want to use it. And I think it's pretty selfish to try to destroy that by putting your initials in it. I think it's dumb. You know, I've never thought of that once. To me, that's like defacing a piece of public property people need to use. Why would you do that? It's very selfish. Oh, really? Carliga says Helldivers 2 costs $40. It's not free. I thought it was free on PSN. I swear it was free on PSN, Helldivers. Am I completely wrong? I swear it was. He says it looks good. It's not your style of game. Well, I knew that. I know that it's...
I mean, that was close to a voice crack. His voice went up several fucking octaves, but it was not a crack.
Two-player co-op game, so I'm not going to be interested in it. But I swear that it was a PS Plus game.
Some people are saying that was his voice going up that many octaves wasn't a crack. Hold on. We'll play it again. But I'm not. I don't think that was a voice crack. We'll slow it down.
To try to destroy that by putting your initials in it. I think it's dumb. You know, I've never thought of that once. To me, that's like defacing a piece of public property people need to use. Why would you do that? It's very selfish.
Right, listen carefully. Listen very carefully. Is there a crack?
Oh, really? Carliga says, Helldivers 2 costs $40. It's not free? I thought it was free on PSN. I swear it was free on PSN, Helldivers.
The voice going super high is not a voice crack. I did not hear a voice crack. It just sounded like somebody's, is like squeezing his balls for a second. How are people hearing a crack in the voice and I'm not? People are saying there was a crack at the start. Oh, really? Hold on.
Oh, really?
Nah. Oh, really? To me, there's no crack there. I don't hear a crack there. I'll play it again, but I don't hear a crack personally.
Oh, really?
No, I don't hear it personally. Some people are saying they can hear it. I generally don't hear it. It's high pitch and that's it. I hear a high pitch and I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, guys. If I heard it, I'd end it, but there's no crack. And some people are agreeing there's no crack as well.
Carliga says, Helldivers 2 costs $40. It's not free? I thought it was free on PSN. I swear it was free on PSN, Helldivers. Am I completely wrong? I swear it was. He says, it looks good, it's not your style of game. Well, I knew that. I know that it's a 2-player co-op game, so I'm not going to be interested in it. But I swear that it was a PS Plus game. Big Papa Phil, did you see the Ed gameplay trailer? No. Someone submitted it for DSP versus the Internet on Sunday. So we're going to watch it together on Sunday. So that'll be my first exposure to the Ed character. And by the way, doesn't he come out the very end of the month? Like the 27th of February? So I don't know if I'm going to play with him or not. I'm still going to be doing Tekken stuff then. You know? I guess we'll see. If you guys want me to try out Ed at the end of the month, maybe I will. I'm not sure. Okay? When is the next live react on DSP Throwback? Not this weekend, probably next weekend. Probably not this Sunday night, but probably a week from Sunday night we'll do another one. I'm still taking in your feedback, and then we're going to do a poll, and you guys will vote for about a week on what you want to see, what game next. Will it be a continuation of like Dark Souls or Red Dead? Will it be something new like Heavy Rain? I don't know. Radical Justice, he tried Loco Moco on his birthday. Got him in the mood for Like a Dragon. Have you tried Loco Moco? I have never had Loco Moco. Looks interesting, right? Isn't that the hamburger with egg on it? Looks interesting. Probably tastes great, but I've never had it myself. Felix Fox says, for new games, I love a Mega Man, like preferably X. Like he wants a new one, a new Mega Man game, or a new Mega Man X game. Interesting. I feel like Mega Man X is never going to continue because it turned into the Zero series, right? And then after that, it went so off the rails, becoming like, almost like an anime, that I don't think that they're ever going to go back to it. I would love a new Mega Man X, but I don't know if they'll ever do it. Okay. Guys, I think it's time to adjourn the show. Thank you for a great show. You know what I like that today? The majority of the show was about my day off, which almost never is, but there's a lot that happened during my day off. And I like that it's turning into awesome stuff for tomorrow's marathon, right? So thank you all. Great podcast today. For everyone here live, thanks. For everyone watching on demand, thanks.
Did he just call it a broadcast?
Awesome stuff for tomorrow's marathon, right? So thank you all. Great podcast today. For everyone here live, thanks. For everyone watching on demand, thanks.
Maybe not.
I hope that you all enjoy. And tomorrow is the big day. I hope you're gearing up. I hope you got your food and your booze. Right? Because even though you might think that the actual party happens on Sunday during the Super Bowl, that is false. My Super Bowl bash is the real party of the weekend. And I hope that you'll come by tomorrow to hang out with me and spend the day with me if you can. It's going to be a great one. Thank you all for watching. Be safe. See you tomorrow for the Super Bowl bash. Peace out. Okay. So guys, let's get set up here. However, I do have some bad news. I have to use the bathroom. Nature is calling. So I do have to take a short break to legitimately, empty the tank, as they say. So I have to play some music and stuff for you while I do that. And I apologize. If I could jump right into Baldur's Gate, I would. But I think it makes more sense to do it this way. So that's what we're going to do. All right? So please hang tight as I make my final preparations. And I'll be back in just a few minutes. Boot the game before I disappear. Why did it take so long? Because it takes so damn long to boot it. It's a good point, I guess. That's the load. It has to load for so long. I should get it booting. There you go. Here we go. The loading. Well, actually, no. If I do this, all you're going to hear is this. You're not going to hear music. Right? It's going to play the Baldur's Gate theme, right?
You can mute the game audio. So, oh, for God's sake, what a fucking unprofessional piece of shit.
Why, you want to hear this? Do you want to just leave it on the title screen? I could do that. But knowing YouTube, the video will get blocked or claimed. They'll say, oh, it's the music of the game and block me. Fucking stupid thing. But now you hear this. Oh, ha, ho, ha, ho, right? All right. RC, thank you so much. RC with a $20 super chat. He's been sick for a week. I hope your day's going good. It is. So far, so good. I'm sorry to hear that you've been sick. I hope you're feeling better, RAC. Thank you very much for that super chat. I appreciate that very much. So now I skipped it. Now you're listening to this. You probably didn't want to hear this, did you? You wanted to hear the up to top theme. You didn't want to hear the down but here theme, do you? Oh, I'm in the campsite? Oh, I'm in a campsite. You want to hear this? Seriously, you just want me to go on break like this? I will. I'll just go on break like this then. All right, I'll leave it on here. I won't play the video. I'll just let this music play then. All right, guys, I'll be back. See you in a few.
He's still running ads though. He's still running ads regardless. That's fantastic. You know, like he could have just fucking skipped the ad break as well and just kept it like there, but no, he must run ads. He's away for a shit. He wants to fucking make a couple of pennies while he has a fucking shit. But wait, we're not finished with the bingo. Chef D's like, damn it, 108, we're not done. Phil is not yet recording for the old YouTube. In fact, I think he's like not long back from his break here or so. Oh, here we go.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm back and I'm ready. You guys ready? I don't know if I'm ready. I take it back. Maybe I'm not ready. I don't know. Okay. Oh, so it looks like a fake member bomb when I was gone. Okay, so just so you guys know, if a fake member bomb happens to happen when during a stream, the way to disable it, if your guys aren't aware, if you click on it, there should be an option, and the option should either say remove or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is, but you're able to basically get rid of that, so that way it doesn't flood the screen. Okay. Yeah. So just so you guys know, okay, you can remove it because a lot of people were complaining that when those member bombs happen, that it completely floods the chat and they can't talk. So if you click on the bomb itself, there should be an option to remove it and then it doesn't flood the chat anymore. Okay. The bummer is I can't do it. Apparently you have to do it. I know that sounds incredibly stupid. Why can't the streamer control the chat? Because YouTube is dumb. You guys have to click on it to do it, but apparently you can do that and then it stops the derailment. Okay. Cool. All right. Carliga says, Helldivers 2 releases day 1 on PC for a charge. It requires PSN for online on PS. You're probably confused by Foam Stars being free. I swear I heard somewhere that Helldivers 2 was free for PS Plus. I must have...
Was that a voice crack? Hold on, let me observe that voice. I mean, was that... With him saying I swear, that was closer to a voice crack than what was before, in my opinion.
By Foam Stars being free? I swear I heard somewhere that Helldivers 2...
Nah, it's just... Again, it's just a voice going up higher all of a sudden. It's not a crack.
It was free for PS Plus. I must have completely misunderstood the situation, and that's obviously my fault. I thought it was. Okay. We're back. Have we long rested? No, we have not long rested yet. Well, I think we were long resting, right? So we could go back to Last Light Inn and then continue on there, so. Alright, here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome.
The son of a bitch is now recording for YouTube. We were one short. We were one space away from a full house, and amazingly, Phil stopped snorting as much as usual. We were 4 snorts shy from a third free space, which would have secured us the full house. We were one away. We're one away.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
That is good news, though. I always do marbles on Fridays regardless. So I am still doing marbles, but it's going to be those really difficult, impossible maps. And we're going to see if we can complete those. If we do, somebody will win a prize. We're not going to have our easier maps to pick a bingo win or whatever. We're going to try those impossible ones anyway instead. So give me a few minutes and I'll set up the marble stream just to add any new names I need to add. But yeah, as I said, we're very close to bingo, very close to a full house. It was not to be, but we're still doing marbles now because it is Friday, and every Friday we're still doing marbles regardless. So let's go to live DSP very quickly, see how he's doing.
It's way better now because the heat will actually be doing tons of extra damage.
And let's just mute that son of a bitch who fucking cares. I'm going to leave that bastard on mute. And yeah, I will be right back, and I'll just set up the marble stream, so don't go. In fact, yeah, let's just have Phil fuck off. Yeah, let's focus on the otters. Where are the otters? There they are. For a second I thought he was upside down. He just had his head buried in... Well, now he's upside down. But yeah, he just had his head buried in his fucking chest. There you go. Anyway, I will be right back. I'll set up the marble stream, so don't go anywhere. Ah, for God's sake, every time I switch to the scene, it keeps playing the fucking thing. I need to fix that. How do I fucking fix that? Give me a second here. Yeah, that's how I fucking fix it. I can't see take that square. I had a feeling. There we go. So every time I kept annoying me. There we go. I can't just play. I can press that again just for the hell of it.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
There we go. But yeah, well, guys, welcome back here. I've added the brand new names. There are 233 names. 233. Oh yeah, I didn't actually need to enable the music as well for Marbles. Because Marbles has its own music. Yeah. Yeah, the little ambient background noise of the music there. Very gentle, yeah. I mean, it may be hard to hear it over the normal DSP Bingo background music I've got going as well. But yeah, Marbles has its own, tune going. Yeah, okay, so. On Fridays, we pick... So this guy, this person, this creator called R for UK. Sick motherfucker. He makes these ridiculously challenging maps usually. And I do a Friday thing where every Friday we try and get somebody to complete these maps. They are almost impossible, but we have proven before they are still possible. I'll just change this to 233 and let's open up the race and let's try the very first one here. Balancing, balanced, balance. And yeah, we're going to give this... We'll give this a couple of goes at least, we'll see. We'll have one or two goes at least, we'll see. So this is the first one here. Arthur made us one. As you can see, there's a whole lot of snow. Look at all that snow and look at all this stuff on the map. It's gonna. So this map is a bit broken. You know what? I'll just play. We'll just go, and I'll explain on the way. I'll explain the fucking thing on the way. The first marble make it down to the very bottom here is Fatty Catty. Q-Limp is not far behind. They're neck and neck, but they made it through perfectly. Fatty Catty and Q-Limp doing quite well. Q-Limp going down the right hand side here, that might be a good thing for them. They are one of the first ones out, it looks like. We're going to just follow Q-Limp for a while. And they are indeed the first one out. And that's a bad roll though, that may be very bad news for Q-Limp. They're okay though, they get away with it and they get back on track. They have lost first place though. Some marbles fall to their doom straight away, some are dying here. But Q-Limp is quick to get down here, and we go through here. We're still following Q-Limp. We are being loyal. We're being faithful. J Krona is in first place. Mokiness is second here, but we're going to just keep following Q-Limp until we can follow him no more. This loop, by the way, some people get stuck in this fucking thing for a while. It is possible for marbles to somehow get stuck in between. Hey, there's me. I just see my name there. So Q-Limp and me are together in cahoots. But yeah, there we go. Some people get stuck in this fucking thing, the loop thing before. We need to go ahead. We need to go ahead and catch up with first place and see what's happening. Icebread is ahead here. They're going down the right hand side, which is fucking the right way to go. You go down the left hand side, you're gonna get fry. So yeah, the finish line is over there. All these marbles are trying. There's Dashy. Dashy and Icebread are the front two runners. Ignore all the crazy sounds you hear in the background on the marbles thing. It's just marbles. Just marbles being marbles. Icebread somehow survives the laser. IP2 odds wins. Sneaking ahead. They might win. They hit the bamboo. Oh, this is the hard bit. You want to try and snipe this hole. You want to try and get your marble through this hole like they just did. Electronic Eel has a chance to win here. This is an amazing chance. This might be a winner. This might be our first time one and done winner. I cannot believe that. They were so close. Chris George is next. Can they win? They also barely don't make it. This is so cruel. This is so cruel. We've had two people make it through. Only to fucking hit the very edge and die. Oh, here we go. The last two. Natalie Braithwaite and Michael both together here, but they may have slowed each other down there. They may have slowed each other down in that tube. They did indeed slow each other down. We have one person left alive, and that's Elaine Walls, and they're stuck in the fucking course. This is what I was talking about. It is very possible for marbles to somehow break through the wall here of these little boards and get stuck in the middle of them. That is what's happened to your terrain walls. They are stuck in perpetuity in this fucking thing. And so are we. We're stuck. We how the hell did we... How did that happen? How did we get in but not get out? Let me out of here. There we go. I escaped. But yeah, we're going to need to reset. We're going to need to reset the goddamn thing. We'll try that. Should we try it one more time or move on to the next one? I'll let you guys decide. Should we try that one more time? Or should we move on to Lucky Land? Let you guys decide. Try again or move on. People are saying again, people are saying yes, again. So yeah, most people want. We'll try it one more time, okay? We'll give it one more crack. And restart. I'll just wait down here and see which the first marble will be. The Mad Max has got a very early lead, a very early advantage. Can they make it through here unscathed? They almost did. That was almost cool. Dimmick is ahead here and he snipes the middle. Just Dave not far behind. They barely survive. That was a dangerous drop getting out of there, but they barely survive. Did we just witness Dimmick break the course? We witnessed Dimmick break the course. So yeah. So Dimmick's not going to finish. And neither is Baron von Kame. And neither, it seems, is Gregor Lake. They've all broken the course already. So if nobody finishes this course, we're going to just need another hard reset. Prophet's fallen to his doom. Yeah, it's a shame. Not many people are falling to their doom, so really tragic. Big ups to Vega for popping his bingo member message saying, what did I miss? We were one away from a full house, Vega. We were very close to a full house, but sad it was not to be. But because it's Friday, I'm still doing a marbles thing anyway. We're picking these impossible maps to see if somebody can win. Right now we're following Lionel in Native Mamba, but Native Mamba almost went down the wrong side. They've been redirected to the right side of the map. Sir Postman and Lionel and Native Mamba. So many people here. Brad Bunyan. Brad just got smoked, but David Riley is now ahead. Not for long. That's such a loud noise. We have Sir Toastman, Neo Judah and Bjorn all trying to navigate this safely. Tell you what, Sir Toastman got really held up here, but Bjorn and Neo Judah not wasting time. They both failed though, they both did not make sniping that hole. And neither did Sir Toastman. Now we just wait here. Oh no, I died. One day I will win a marbles map and you guys will cry fixed. Jasper's Angels has made it through. Oh, Jasper's Angels actually win a marbles map. They're going. To... Oh, so close. So close, but not to be. Confusio is going to be next to try. I don't understand how people are meant to do this. Like, I don't think anyone's doing anything wrong. They're going through the hole like intended. You just need a lucky bounce, I think, but it's so unforgiving, this edge here. You need like to have two people go through at the same time. Oh yeah, and that's it. Because the last three people are these three fucking dafties that got stuck in the fucking course. Baron von Kame, Dimmick and Gregor Lake. I can't believe we actually fucking saw Dimmick, like, you know, we're watching him go at the time. And yeah, we just watch him break it in live time. We will move on to the next course. Go back to community maps and hey, big ups to Rydrake and their viewers for joining the bingo stream. We're almost done. We're almost done. I do hope you've had a good time so far. Hope you had a good time on Rydrake stream. We are just doing a little Friday marble session and then we're going to call it quits ourselves. But hey, somebody may actually win. We're playing impossible marbles maps, and if somebody does actually complete them, they win a prize. And we do this once a week for a little Friday treat. But there we go. Evika says, "Are you dead?" Well, I'm just surprised you're fucking awake during one of my streams. I'll just say that. Anyway, let's just get straight on. I'm not going to let that go. I'm a mean bastard. I'm not going to let that go. I am a piece of shit. Oh goodness me! But yeah, if you don't want to go down the right hand side. The right hand side is bad. So we'll follow Dreaded End. As they're going to go through this portal here and come out at the top here and go through this fucking strange ass tumble dryer sort of thing. Very slow. Oh, some people die in there though. So yeah, the aim here, as we watch TV Dead get fried, is you hit that trampoline, you get bounced back, and you try and go through this portal. And that portal will drop you off up here. That is the aim. And BR Joe has made it, as you can see. Now, the aim here is to try and not die. BR Joe failed in his quest to not die. So yeah, this is a very tough part here. You need to hit this perfectly to get down the middle. As you can see, you hit the side and you die. You go down slightly off balance, you die. You hit that thing, you die. This is very unforgiving, this part. Very, very unforgiving. Warren here might be lined up, but he might be to the side a wee bit too much. He dies. Is anyone going to make it? Is anyone going to make it? Wolf of Midnight has made it. And now they're going to go very slowly around in a circle. We can afford to keep an eye on other people and see, is David Riley going to get a lucky bounce? David Riley has the luckiest bounce ever off those blocks and survive. These are the last two people to survive in the map. We will watch Wolf of Midnight first, and we'll see how they do, because the finish line is a strange little fucking thing over there. You see that glowing circle over there and at the edge of this ramp thing? That makes your ball float for a while. In case you think, oh, this shit's glitched. No, that just fucking makes you have no gravity for like fucking 10 seconds or something. And there's a very small window here to fall in this winning section because of these moving platforms. If you miss and bounce off, you might bounce back like this. Is he gonna get it? He might get it, he might get it, he might get it! He might have another chance. He might have another chance. Is he lined up? Like fuck he is. David Riley's turn now. As we follow David Riley. Can he make it? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. He is dead. He dead. Yeah, he dead. Very unlucky. We had two players make it to have a go at the end and they could not achieve the finish there. They're just unlucky with that very last. It's a very tough finish. We'll try again. And yeah, some of you guys might be familiar with some of the aspects and challenges in this map. Yeah, that finish, for example, is a different version. I feel like this is like the beta version of the map. Arthur had a map very similar to this. The very first map we came across of Arthur's, it was a very difficult challenge map, had a lot of these challenges implemented in there. How the fuck does Clovis miss a fucking... That's amazing. I find that amazing that some people miss the fucking portal. Some people manage to miss a portal. That's impressive as all hell to me. So let's wait for the first ball to fall through here. Here we go, Gregory Lake. And Gregory Lake. They've hit the side here, but that might be a good thing. That might... Shut the fuck up. That might be a good thing. See, this thing here though throws people off so much. I think this does a lot of damage to people. This thing right here. Let's go forward and see, is anyone going to make it down here? Oh, we have one. We have Daniel Cannon. Daniel Cannon and Gregory Lake both make it. We have more people as well trying but failing. There's Kyle making it as well. Jeffrey Walsh is still alive back there as well. Prophet. Where the hell's Prophet? Prophet's apparently alive, but hold on. Oh, there he is there. Prophet. I seen Prophet finally died. I just couldn't see Prophet for a long time. We have 3 players left alive. So let's see how Daniel Cannon does. They'll be the first one to float over. Not closely followed by Gregory Lake. Kyle's about to drop forward now. So let's just keep an eye. We'll just keep an eye here. So they're going to drop down here and land on this kind of bouncy little angle block and go back the way. Can somebody make it? Oh, I thought Daniel had it. I thought Daniel had it. Greg might get another chance. Kyle, oh, no, he didn't get another chance. Oh, Kyle's gone. Well, they're all dead. They're all dead. It was a good try, but unfortunately not to be. Still, there is one more map I can try. That was something called Speedy Second Sabotage. We'll have a couple of goes at this one, and then we'll call it quits for today. So in case you're wondering what this map is like, this map is like that. Yeah. So, yeah, this one's quite brutal. This one is, I'm not going to lie to you guys, this one's a bit of a brutal map, yeah. Also, I think everyone almost goes out the middle. Everyone almost, yeah, most people, as you can see, get through the middle. Couple of people go down the sides. Don't think that's a good thing, though. I don't think it'll be out for them. Q-Lamp, once again, we're following Q-Lamp.
It complements the flavor perfectly. And it's so weird because it's nothing like any other cuisine.
What can I say? I'm just following the cool kids today. We're following Q-Lamp as he tries to get down this course. It is possible, by the way, to get stuck here. If you get trapped in those two little things at the side there, they can bounce you back and forth. There goes Q-Lamp. These things here can screw up your whole entire day. I will show you that at the end if I do get somebody stuck in it. Rebsy looks like hold on, Rebsy, there we go. Rebsy, naughty, oh god, no, Rebsy. Oh, I thought you were stuck for a second, thank goodness. Some people get stuck in these lips as well. But we have a lot of people, as you can see, waiting to get through and get filtered down. So there's plenty more to go, there's plenty more to go. Well, there goes one of Jasper's Angels. That's a great exit there from Slithers? I don't know. But they're going down the wrong way. And Gru as well, they're going to get fried. They did. We will follow CE. Now, of course, he's trying to get down to the right-hand side. You don't want to go down the left-hand side because that will just send you through, possibly send you through a portal. There are 3 portals here and you might get another chance to try again. Neither of them get a chance to try again, they both miss about the Baron, and the Baron gets a chance to fucking try again. So of course you want to get down here. As you can see, we're going to follow Paul Flout as he'll try and avoid falling off the edges which are exposed and open. He gets fried. The Baron, with his second shot at life, is making the absolute most of it. He is very slowly making his way down, closer and closer to the finish. I have a feeling, no, Mob is still there, not that they just died. I have a feeling everyone else is stuck. I can confirm that everyone else is stuck. God damn it. Cadence, Anime Girl, and Crosus are both goddamn stuck. Wankers. Right, so let's just get out of there and try that one more time. Hell, we'll try it one more time. So let's go for it. Let's try it one more time, and if nobody wins it, then let's just fuck off. Once again, we'll wait down here and see the first marble out. The first marble out looks like it's going to be game walkthroughs. So we'll follow game walkthroughs as they get through this thing. Well, I guess it gets sent backwards. I guess we're not going to follow game walkthroughs then if they're fucking so far behind. We'll follow support. And they survived lasers. There's so many lasers. Support survives quite well. They almost snipe it and get down, but they're getting bumped by everyone. A few people are ahead of the game here. But we're going to keep following support, because why the hell not? They seem lined up quite well here. They get caught by this little thing. This is very precarious. These things here are very precarious to go through, in my opinion. But as you can see, not the safest thing in the world. But support is still going, and that was very strange. They froze in place. Like Sonic trying to speed up doing a spin move. But yeah, support's still going strong. We're still following support here. We have so many marbles as well. The Radman's are first out here. We have Wardog, we have a smashing day. We have some guy named Steve. We have Carmen and BSC. We have Purple Aki. They're all here as well. They're all at the front here, and they're all going to fall off the back like dafties. Have a smashing day gone as well. Radman. The full Radman. Can he make it through in time? He has made it through in time. This could be very good here for Radman to see if he avoids death. Gets out to the left hand side here. This is very good for Radman indeed. No one else is close to him right now. We're down to our final 17 players or so, but Radman is miles ahead of everyone else and can possibly win right here. He has survived the last laser. Can he survive this final obstacle? He cannot. This wall comes forward and back, as well as this fucking wall here. There's like multiple walls that try and stop you here from winning. It is very hard to time this perfectly. You need perfect timing and perfect luck to make it through there. Mr. Extravagant will be next to try if they manage to survive the lasers, as you can see, and they got denied. What about Jonathan J? Jonathan J, can he survive the lasers? He can, you know, looks like he's going to be okay, and he is going to try. Is the timing there? Is the timing there? Oh, he was close, but he was not close enough. He was very close, and everyone else is stuck. Yeah, that's what Support got stuck with that for a brief second, and then managed to fucking get launched. They're just stuck with that forever. That's what happened to Eric Reschner. What about second place? Oh, and second and third are just together in this little gap here. I'll just zoom in, confirm that. Yeah. There we go. GH Champ and Poland 3000. In it together. Is this moving at all? Like, obviously, I mean, it is moving. The marble's moving, clearly. Is it actually moving forward, though? Or is it just stuck completely in place? If it's moving forward, there might be a chance we can just let it go. But I don't think it's moving at all. I think this is perfectly stuck. And if I had the ability to impact this, I would. I don't think I can move it like, you know... I mean, I can show you controls. Like, look at all these controls here. On the left-hand side. Left, right, up, down, WASD, that's a camera. These are camera controls. So I don't think we can do anything. I don't think... I think we're gubbed. I think we are gubbed. Just click on the fucking thing. I don't know. No, that's nothing. I just fucking... Yeah. Go! I'm shaking the camera as best I can. We're done. I think it's safe to say we're done. We can't shove this. We can just fucking move your bastard. Fuck, we can't. We're done. We are done. It was not to be. We were close to a winner, but sadly it was not to fucking be. We gave it our fucking best shot, you know. But it is what it is. Nothing we can do. Bugged marble mechanics and all that jazz. I am going to call it quits there, and of course I'm going to end by having some delightfully lovely otters on the screen. Guys, thank you very much for joining me for a little Friday night session of bingo. Sad that we could not get a full house, it was not to be, but hey, as the old saying goes, there's always next time. I will return on Sunday for a bingo stream, of course. In between now and Sunday, Phil's going to have a special Super Bowl marathon thing. I don't know which detractors are covering that. Make sure you keep an eye out on the detractor channels, you know, and see. Saturdays, usually Detractor Beam are doing something, so maybe keep an eye out for Detractor Beam. But yeah, I'll say, whoever's covering the stuff anyway, whoever's covering the Super Bowl marathon begathon thing, you know, make sure you check out whoever's doing it, give them some love and support, not jazz. Thank you for being here. Thank you for keeping the night in the card for things I might miss sometimes. And I'll say that as well. Thank you for the super chats and memberships and tips. Greatly appreciated. And yeah, I will be back on Sunday. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Friday, enjoy your Saturday as well, and I'm going to end how I always end, by playing Notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. Guys, until Sunday, I'll catch you all later. Have a good one. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.
case you're wondering what was going on there, I forgot to add the new names for members, you know, from the stream. So yeah, this is why the credits are still going. Because, you know, I had to add the new names because I forgot earlier on. So yeah, thanks again for the you know, being a member and new members, not just. I'm going to end the stream now. But yeah, I don't think anyone noticed me arsing up there at the end there. Go on about your business, nothing to see here. I like how I somehow fucking broke the fucking... This is meant to be side by side perfectly, and yet I somehow fucking broken up so it's like off centre. Like how did I even manage that? How in the fuck did I manage to somehow break the credits here? Hold on, if I click it, hold on, let me fix it. Let me fix it. Is that fixed? There we go. I think I fixed it. There we go. No, I didn't fix it, hold on. Wait a second. There we go, it's all fucking perfectly side by side. There we go, perfect fucking crime, no one knows nothing. There we go. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to somehow break that, I guess, but there we fucking go, I found a way. But yeah, guys, enjoy your Friday, enjoy your Saturday, I'm out of here.